Okay. Limbus. Right, okay. The game is loading. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Phontomen, and welcome to today's show. Today we're playing Limbus Company again, and it's time to go to the beach as soon as the game capture window actually updates. Hello? Hi? There we go. Sometimes I forget to change the channel for it, and then sometimes it just doesn't swap between the channels very, cleanly. But welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Enter the crab mines. Yes, the crab battle as the trailer showcase. I have no idea what's gonna go on, but something tells me, as is always, the writing is gonna be fucking spectacular. But first, we have Pity Gacha. So, let's go see if we can get anything out of this. Wait, is it the beach episode? Yes! So sit back, relax, and have some shrimp cola. Don't worry, it's restorative. Don't worry how. Don't worry about how. Because you know what? We could all use an SCP restorative beverage right now. I think we need to bullshit God. I think we need that. But hey, more lunacy for Gacha. But so, yeah, of course, I have not gotten any fucking luck with any of the new identities. And so I have all this pity currency. Oh boy. But so yes, so Magical Girl Hong Lu and Wetsuit-ish, which is getting to the area of saucy, I suppose, but honestly, it looks like, honestly, the default art is better than the upgraded art from what I can see. See? That's the default art. I think, anyway. However, people are still mad that we're not actually going to a beach and all of the women aren't being, shoved into swimsuits. Very sadly. But... now, I would be excited, but it might also be a dupe! Knocking on wood furiously! It could also be a dupe! Knock on wood! Yep! It's a dupe! It's fucking Kurakumo Ryoshu! Or Rodion, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Fuck you, infinite mirror dimensions! Oh, I need to actually go back and do single pulls now because I'm out of lunacy. Yeah, fuck you, fucking cinematic universe. I'm not surprised. My luck has been terrible ever since I got N. Sinclair. I don't think this game actually has better pulls for single pulls, and I've actually had pretty good luck on single pulls. Remember we got Warp Corp Dawn and Rabbit Heathcliff out of single pulls. Okay, just more salt again. Dupes! They're all dupes! We also might get surprise mechanics. And they're gonna give me more lunacy for the story, fantastic. But once again, dupes. It's only dupes. Aha!
자, 변신 완료. 만선이에요.
Oh, of course, it's the magical girl Hong Lu again. See? If I keep saying it's bullshit, it'll actually give me something. Okay. So yeah, that's that's Hong Lu. The animation is hilarious. But it's, hey look, it's Shrimp Cola. We know what that is. It's one of the abnormalities that's actually largely helpful overall. Yep. At least, hey, at least we're getting ego shards out of this because we definitely need them now. Because with Uptie 4, we actually need ego shards of the character. I think IDs are more important than egos. This is entirely true. However, the vast majority of characters don't have very good egos, honestly. I mean, some of them are standouts. Like, for example, Ebony's stem rarely gets used because it's so fucking expensive. But boy, does it hit like a freight train basically every time you throw it out. It's very situational based on damage type, but you know, you have those standouts, but a lot of egos are just kind of like, why even bother? However, and then there's also, and then on the same side, there's egos like all of Mersault's egos, basically. I haven't actually seriously looked at, you know, his egos aside from Chain of Others and Pursuance, but typically, the man is ego spamming. Concerning message text. Chocolate, that concerns you? I'm your manager. I know what goes on in your stream. One more. You know nothing. No, I'm the manager. It's my job to know, but okay, that's it. So we've got Hong Lu. We've got Shrimp Cola. Sure. I actually might want that because, you see, I was doing a little bit of tuning in the background and this team is that tuning. We're gonna try and actually do something that isn't just raw clash value next time we do Mirror Dungeon 2. And this is kind of the team to do. I'm gonna have to experiment because now we have things that we didn't have to deal with beforehand. But, okay, so Hong Lu. Well. So what does Shrimp Cola do? Oh, we need that. Because that gives us more. Oh, no. Here we go again. I forgot about that. I almost forgot. Okay, so, Soda. Heads, attack, end. Heal 2 allies with the lowest HP percentage for 10 HP. That better go up to like 40. But that's 10 HP. That's not percent. That better be high, because it's not a percentage. Tails attack end. Heal at 10 SP for 2 allies with the least SP. Okay, that's a little bit more sustainable because it only goes up to like 45. So, that better increase to a fucking percentage, because that's gonna be overruled quite quickly. Okay, so what happens if we thread spin it? Seagull squawking of the distant seas. Yeah, I'm remembering Lobotomy Corporation already. Something, something, something boat, something, something seagull, something, something, something shrimp cola. Or Welch's grape juice. When an enemy is defeated, the ally with the least SP heals 1 SP. Holy fuck, 1 SP! Whenever an enemy is defeated, the amount of SP healed increases by 2, max 9. Okay. The amount is reset at the start of a new wave. Oh, that? Okay, that's fucking just useless. That actually might work out. However, I don't have any fucking thread, so I can't uptie that. A whole 1 SP, but you see, it increases by wave. So if you're doing the mook fights with like 6 or 7 guys, that does actually scale a bit. But wow, a whole 9 at maximum. So if you wipe a wave, you'll progressively get more, sanity back. And again, sanity is a fixed number of, like, a fixed double-digit number. So getting 10 sanity, that's kind of good. Or rather, in this case, 8 and 9. That's actually fairly okay. It requires you to throw the ego out immediately, but that's kind of okay. That actually might be kind of decent. And also, hang on. Ally with the least SP heals 10 SP. This costs sanity to use, so that actually might make back its cost too. So, That doesn't help with boss fights that don't have minions though. Entirely correct. That is a situation where that shit will not work. Which is kind of a sort of a typical balancing factor currently. we have, you know, these sorts of attacks that can scale, you know, against multiple enemies as you kill them, but then those become totally useless against a single encounter like a boss. So, yeah! Check the corrosion. What does the corrosion do? What does maximum cola do? What happens if we drink too much monster energy? Okay, attack weight, indiscriminate. Targets the unit with the least HP. That's actually aimable. Headset, inflict 1 bind next turn. On hit, inflict 3 tremor. That's totally worthless, though. That's... I mean, does it get better if I thread spin it? But that's... Granted, you could very easily make that not a friendly fire risk. However, these effects are... This better be very good damage. At least the clash value is very high. It's fucking... It's 40... that's 40 coin power if you don't get the coin. If you get the tail hit, that's 40 coin power. That's pretty good. And you can very easily, depending on the situation, force it to not hit friendlies. However, again, if you're fighting a boss with like 1,000 hit points, you're always gonna have less hit points than him. So, this doesn't seem like it's very good against boss encounters. It's not worth overclocking as it is. It's a single coin, 50-50. Yeah, 50-50. However, it does increase sanity as well. So with high sanity, that becomes a greater chance of... Well, actually, well, no, we don't want to get that because you want tails, not fucking heads. So, no sanity heal. Oh, right. Actually, no, the passive. The passive can heal sanity even if if you use the corrosion. So you could probably get this to work in a really funny way, but let's see what happens when we get it to up tie 4. Because that actually might be useful then. However, otherwise, well, at least it's probably better than Rosary Desire, because I really have no fucking use for this. I mean, granted, the debuffs are better, and I typically have teams with Lust and Envy, so that works. However, also, I've never uptied this. As I've noted, we need to go in and we need to get some thread. We need thread. There's the transformation now. No, don't look. You'll spoil it. He legit does a Sailor Moon transformation move. Okay, it's over here, too. However, now I don't want to melt down thread because I need the... Oh, good lord. Okay. This is going to be a problem. Okay, nominable ego shards. Good, we're going to need those, but hold on. Let's get the random ones. Because I don't know who I'm I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be actually leveling up here. Because now there's like 4 different things to concern, with ego shards. Do you keep them to uptie now that you're going to need them? Do you save them to, buy the 3-star egos from the shop? Do you melt them down for thread to upgrade egos? Or upgrade things that you have shards for. Holy sweet Jesus. Now converting shards to thread is even more wasteful. Yeah, unfortunately, unless you have all your characters now basically, you're either being, wasteful or you're sacrificing, ego shards for thread for other characters or egos, and sweet Christ. Okay, complicated. We'll think later, though. Beach episode now. Strange seas ahead. Embark on a pelagic journey. That's a word. All hands on deck to remodel the bus. Oh god, we're fixing the bus. Is that what it is? We're fixing the bus. It's the... Okay. Okay. Oh, I have to clear 4, 5. I actually can't get the story yet. I actually have to go beat the stages in order to unlock the story. Okay, that's different. The beach episode! Yes! Actually, no, that's still story. Music continues to be on point, but yeah, who is surprised by this unfortunate change in atmosphere? No one. After a long, long journey through a tunnel, we finally arrived at a place called the Great Lake. Oh, okay. Taking into view of the vast turquoise waters, the sinners begin excitedly chattering about what they want to do at the beach. But are we really here for a vacation? No, we're not. I think it's just a story gallery. Oh, okay. Right, so the water is blue in the Great Lake. Now, tell us how either A, the poorest cannot go into the water for reasons, or B, it eats people. Because you know how this is going to go. It's either the wealthy own it, you can't get in it because fuck you, it's ours. You need to be not a poor to enter, you know, to enter this, or you know, every 5 minutes it eats the Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah, every 3 seconds there's an Edmund Fitzgerald or another boat going missing on the fucking Great Lakes. One or the other. It's been about 2 weeks since we took care of the job at K-Corp, so we have moved on from Chapter 4. And the immense dullness of traveling through a nest by car was just starting to sink in. Yes, thankfully we've left the K-Corp nest finally, after 1,000,000 years. Pretty sure I saw a road that looked exactly like this one 30 minutes ago. Now, that could be the, you know, the stir craziness setting in, or Chiron could be lost again. One or the other.
둥지와 뒷골목의 도로를 비교해서는 곤란합니다. 뒷골목에서는 통하는 길만 안다면 골목 구석구석을 질주하며 갔을 수 있었겠지만 보통 둥지 안에서 차를 타고 어딘가를 간다는 것은 어마어마하게 끔찍한 교통체증까지 감안하겠다는 뜻이니까요.
Faust hates traffic in a monotone voice. Understandable.
그래서 돈 좀 주머니에 짤랑거린다 싶으면 W4 워프 열차도 타고 그러는 거 아니겠어?
Yeah, right, those warp trains! How convenient! No, I played enough of Ruina to know about that meme. No, I didn't finish Ruina, but I played long enough to know about that meme. No. No, I'll deal with traffic, thanks.
워프 열차는...
Yeah! Once again, wow! You could go anywhere in the city in a matter of seconds? How convenient! I bet there's no downsides whatsoever! We're waiting for the shoe to drop. It's descending from the stratosphere. If you listen, you can hear the sonic boom as it enters terminal velocity straight at the fucking ground. Right? No, it's coming. No, it's gonna hit with the force of an atom bomb. No, wait for it. Wait. You know where that's going. Dawn has a W Corp ID, she knows, but does she, well, actually, that's the thing. How much of that knowledge is going to enter into the situation here? That's a good note to think about here, because while we do have the identities that do obviously give us experience and memories that, help us in battle, it's why they're effective. You're basically costumes you put on, and you have the effectiveness of another you because of training, experience, memories, etc. How much of that stays when you turn it off? The bus fell silent, as though everyone seemed to simultaneously recall the warp train they saw in the mirror worlds. Yeah, exactly. But then again, there's also, on top of that, right. On top of that, there's the the blue lighter encounter in the mirror dungeon, which is the warp trains again. So we know about that from that, too. But that begs the question, do the warp trains go through the mirror dimensions?
전 역시 버스가 나은 것 같네요.
Yes, the objectively correct answer, Sinclair. However, how thought-provoking. Once again, the game has given me kind of a Rubik's Cube to mull over.
동의한다.
Ditto.
차라리 히스처럼 속편하게 자기라도 하자. 창밖만 보고 있다가는 지루해 죽겠으니까.
Well, you could go into the infinite fucking hallway in the back of the bus and go to bed. That is there. I'm not quite sure if the bus needs to be stopped to get into that. We haven't really got into that shit in detail. So we spent days upon days of boredom on the bus, making very little progress. The infinite, like, hellscape traffic on par with, like, Brazil. And I mean, Brazil as in the 1984 haha movie, and not actually Brazil. The traffic's probably pretty bad there too. Toward a tunnel that seemed to lead somewhere. That's a familiar light. Ah, warm halogen bulbs in a tunnel. It's like I'm really back in fucking New York.
거의 다 왔군요. 이 터널만 지나면 곧 길이 틀 겁니다.
Trust me, guys, we just gotta add another lane as they hold up the entire fucking highway with construction, working against the problem they're trying to solve. Just as Faust said, the traffic jam appeared to visibly improve, allowing us to make actual progress. Which clearly means this tunnel leads somewhere horrifying. Or somewhere exclusive that the poorest cannot enter. Once again, the city. That's good. I can't see much yet, but I'm glad we're almost there, wherever the fuck we're going. Speaking of which, our destination was exactly. Where are we going again? Yes, indeed. Once again, we were being blindly led along by our guide to who knows where. As not shocking. Don't you think it's about time he started telling us where we're going?
단테 씨가 목적지를 묻는군요.
I was asking if he could start telling us where we're headed before we leave, but I thought better of it.
이번 목적지는
Yeah, but I thought better. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hey, Vergilius, could you tell us about our destination before, we're about to leave it after we've done all of this shit? We'd like some knowledge before we get into the situation, not useless lore dumps after we're leaving.
최종 목적지는 유사에 위치한 로보토미 지부입니다.
U-Corp? Is that U-Boat Corp? Underwater Corp? Yep, as you could probably imagine, anything to do with the sea and boats and beach episodes is probably something to do with Ish.
뭐야, 이스. 자다가 깼어? 갑자기 움찔거려서 놀랬잖아.
I'm remembering the boat and the whale. The whale! Ish starts basically madly just scrambling around trying to claw out the windows. The whale!
죄송해요.
It's coming. I'm not sure why Ishmael suddenly jolted, but I decided to carry on with our conversation for now. Gee, I wonder what happened out there. Okay, so, it looks like Chapter 5 might be Ish's chapter then, if this isn't actually starting it. Wait, so by our final destination, you mean...
지금 우리는 경유지를 향해 갑니다.
Okay, so this is probably going to start Ish's chapter. Just as Vergilius finished his sentence, the bus emerged from the lengthy tunnel. Everyone was blinded, and then everything was nice and happy, and you could hear cicadas beatboxing in the distance. There's that nice, totally unrealistic sun glare that just looks good on camera. It's the beach episode! Don Quixote knows this.
저건
Oh, Jesus. I looked to the window, which had suddenly turned bright. I think they probably could have saved this for, 3 seconds afterwards, but okay. And the cleanest sandy beach and the most turquoise blue ocean I have ever seen graced my eyes. Wow, it's not shit. Where's the downside then?
저것은 대호수가 아니오.
Again, this is nice. That's the problem. I might be a horrifying pessimist, but well, at this point, I kind of live in the city, so I kind of know why people are pessimistic. This is a place where people eat people as a delicacy, and everything is really just awful. So clearly this is too good to be true. But let's go on. With Don Quixote's enthusiastic exclamation, the sinners began waking up from their naps one by one.
야, 이거 얼마 만에 보는 광경이야.
어머, 그래. 자기는 와봤던 거야? 나는 말만 들었지 한 번도 와본 적 없는데.
The sinners each began excitedly chattering about the sea.
아니, 잠깐. 벌써 내 차례라고?
Except for one, that is. Yep.
아직 다들 준비가 안 됐는데.
Nope. We're gonna have to deal with Ish. Ishmael, you good? No. No, she's not good, fam. No, she's not. She's just realized that now it's her turn to be horribly suffering for the entertainment of the masses. Remember the eyeball? Remember the eyeball watching people suffering for the benefit of everyone? Right. Remember that? That's us. Remember how we were in that picture? No, she's gonna be in the video feeds now.
아니요. 잠시만요. 생각을 좀 할 게 있어서요.
Meanwhile, inside of her head, the whale! The whale! The whale! But she's not Ahab, so we'll see how they take that, take Moby Dick and bend the shit out of it for this. While I was still worried about Ishmael's sudden gloominess, I had faith that she would be okay. She was always on top of things, after all, until her backstory came up, and then, oh fuck! Besides, my attention was drawn to the bubbling enthusiasm that seemed to have possessed the sinners.
그러면 우리는 대호수로 가는 것이요?
It would appear so.
대호수는 듣기만 해보고 실제로 본 적은 없었는데 이런 모습이었군요.
오, 지친 우리의 여정 속에서 드디어 물놀이라는 것이 있을 예정인가 보.
Easy now, Don Quixote. You keep up that enthusiasm and people are gonna start clamoring for a Blue Archive crossover.
아하, 이런 곳에서 휴양을 즐겨보는 것도 좋은 경험이겠어요.
Even though, honestly, having the maid team come here as kind of like the foreign exchange students via dimensions, you know what? You know what? Something tells me that that Akane would probably adjust here perfectly fine, as with Nero. They'd probably fit in just fine here. But the question is then, who the fuck do we send over there?
쉴 수 있게 된다면 따뜻한 모래사장 위에 누워 하늘을 바라보고 싶소.
나는 기다란 벤치에서 일광용.
Fuck it, Dante. Dante, the support. Though, you see, that's actually funny. You could send Dante over there because Dante's gender is not disclosed. You're wearing a suit, and obviously we're also walking around a lot of female characters that wear suits about as well as men do. So Dante could be a man or a woman. We don't know. So you could just jam into Blue Archive as a support, which would be entertaining. But who do we send over there? Obviously Don Quixote, but then who else?
본인은 비치 볼리볼.
Luke and Ness.
함께 보고 싶소.
Yes. Oh boy.
그거 재밌겠네.
The sinners were all eagerly chatting about the things they wanted to do. Could be neither. Could be both. Who knows? My gender is clock. It was nice to see them excited for once, but... However, there was that fiery redhead at the back of the bus that was looking worriedly at the sea, clutching a harpoon.
이봐, 안내자 양반. 우리 정말 쉬는 거야?
Everyone seemed to be conveniently forgetting the fact that Vergilius never mentioned if we were stopping at the beach.
그럴 리가.
I think this is too good to be true. Are you going to contest this assertion? Smartass.
그럼
바퀴를 도랑이 걸칠 거야. 끼.
Holy dear Jesus, the voice acting team does it again. And then everyone is thrown forward into the windshield. Mm-hmm. The formerly on-track bus suddenly swerved, and everyone was thrown around the bus, as is often the case. We only had a moment to really take in Chiron's sound effects hour. It was a nice moment. However, it passed all too quickly. And now, the vast majority of the sinners have been ejected out of the windshield, and I have to go heal them again.
뭔가 속습인가?
Seatbelts, people!
아니, 그저 경유지에 도착한 것뿐이다.
Muttering something about the whale and the boat and the sea. Now I wonder if they actually happen to work in. You know, question is, how are they going to bend Moby Dick, and will they actually have references to Ernest Hemingway himself? Will they take Captain Ahab and make him actually just Ernest Hemingway? Is he out there hunting a whale with a bolt-action rifle and fucking hand grenades? Will we blend the fiction and the fact together? We'll see. I'm very interested. I don't really know all of the ins and outs of Moby Dick, but I know the general idea, which is, you know, a bit of a departure from literally every other character except Don Quixote. Don Quixote's the one that I know in serious detail. Moby Dick, everybody knows. Local man gets fucked over by white whale, goes on irrational revenge quest against white fucking whale, destroys everything to get revenge. That's Moby Dick. The sinners got to their feet one by one, groaning with pain.
이게 대체 뭔가?
Yep. Special guest star appearance by the green sludge anomaly, I suppose, and that's probably where the crabs are gone. Yeah, so, yes, we went to the Amazing Beach Resort! Not to go to the Amazing Beach Resort, or the pristine, clean seas, the white sands. No, we went to the toxic waste dump, conveniently located right next to the resort! Yep! Welcome to the city! Only despairing cries of sinners echoed in the dark and damp view outside the windows. Welcome to rock bottom! And in the end, fails to actually kill the whale. But that's the thing. The whole point is, wow, revenge is... You know, quests for revenge against the, you know, of this regard typically don't actually end well. You know, especially when they're irrationally, you know, centered around hunting a fucking white whale of all goddamn things. Killing someone's easy. Hunting a fucking whale for revenge, and even getting so angry at the goddamn whale that you actually go on the revenge quest. Boy howdy, we're like 3 different levels of, you know, detached and insane. No wonder we didn't fucking win. Okay, so, lunacy. Mudflat scrapyard. Okay. Is there like a fucking, like... So what? Does the resort have like a barrier around it or something? Is that what I'm seeing here? Is like, do they have some sort of barrier technology that keeps this side of the fence looking like the island from Super Mario Sunshine, and this side is just the city. Interesting. I once had a similar idea around this, but it wasn't an energy field, it was a dome. But anyway, on with the story. Of course, our destination was some squelchy green and fetid mudflat. Though I can see the blue sea in the distance, it feels as far away as a dream, buried in the mountains of trash from who knows where. What could we possibly be here for? Apparently fixing the bus, but you didn't think this was free, right? You didn't think they got this without actually having a giant landfill that's apocalyptic in size, right? You didn't think this was it, right? You didn't think they were some kind of renewable society with, solar panels and wind farms and biodegradable trash. No, all that shit gets piped over here. Welcome to the real world, kids. Okay, so there's combat here. Okay, so we need Hong Lu, so we're gonna hop down to Team 2, because I'm gonna need to fuck with these things. I have no idea what we're going to face here, but we need Hong Lu. Well.
와, 기대되네요.
Right, buttons. Well, we'll have Ting Tang Hong, because that just seems like a good, I don't know what the fuck is going on tactic. Pretty good to Breach and Clear. And Corfaust. Rabbit Heathcliff. The same fucking people every single time. Ish, because we gotta have Ish. Get out there, Ish. Though I haven't upgraded anything. So, what ego for Ish should we use? Granted, I would use the spearfishing one, but we didn't get that in the gacha. What a surprise. We'll try reindeer just to be different. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more, and let's make things interesting and use N-Corp Sinclair, because we're all having a bad time here. Because I haven't actually used him in a while. What could possibly go wrong?
자, 불 뜯을 시간이다.
Do you know what damage type you need most until the boss? No, and don't fucking spoil it for me. Let's go find out.
나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
말도 안 되고 이런 곳에서 베케이션을 즐기란 말이야.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. And now the Limbus Company bus goes on its most amazing voyage yet to fucking Clanker's Cove.
놀랍게도 돈키호테
Ah.
베르길리우스 저 양반은 한 번도 놀라고 말한 적 없어.
Yep, it's right there. It's almost insulting how clean it is. Man, the city is just no shortage of distinct imagery. Very, very good on these people for this. But yep, nope. Yep, that's where the rich people live. Way over there. And we're over here. How do you get over there? Well, you have money. You know people. You're born into it. You're basically cheating. It's just cheating. You cheat. That's how you get over there. You cheat. You cheat life.
아니, 제법 운치는 있군. 맘트.
Sinclair!
이럴 거면 아까 그 예쁜 모래사장은 왜 보여준 거야?
To laugh at us.
그러게요. 차라리 모르고 왔으면 기대도 안 했을 텐데.
아니, 저기 바로 코앞에 아까 보았던 모래사장이 있지 않을까?
Yep, it's right over there. But that's too expensive. We can't go over there.
왜 저리로 가지 않는 것이오? 공기도 깨끗해 보이고 날씨도 좋아 보이는데.
Because the rich people don't need our help today.
이번 목적지가 그쪽이 아니니까요.
Yep. No, it is, because it is the city, once again. Again, why did they show us the nice, pristine beach? Well, just to fuck with us, really, because they had that nice blue archive kind of poppy chiptune and the nice bright skies to liven up the color palette, and you could even see them reflecting on the buildings here. Wow, very nice detail. But why did they do that? Just to have a laugh, and then we're back in the fucking city again, because no, this place is not that fucking good. And if it is, there's typically something horribly wrong with it. That's the city. It's very consistent with that, which is commendable for the writing team. They're very, very consistent about that. They have all these amazing, interesting ideas, and it's all interwoven acceptably, no matter how ridiculous it is, because it's all sewn together with the airs of pessimism. Don Quixote has died. The senators' faces grew dark with disappointment. The company literally has a black card with infinite money, but to the swamp we go. Yes, the company has the card. We work for the company, but we're not the company, so here we are, hunting wish twigs. Can't say that I wasn't a little excited to have some proper rest myself, but I had a feeling this was going to happen. Yep. So where is this exactly? It'd be in everyone's interest to focus on what's next.
이곳은
21구 유사의 뒷골목이죠. 젠장. 아직 안 되는데.
But we're fucking doing it anyway, Ish.
맞습니다.
So that's why there hasn't been congestion since the tunnel? Because we're not in we're not in a nest? Well, the nest is probably over there.
그건 둥지마다 그리고 뒷골목마다 다르기 때문에 일반화하기는 힘들어요. 하지만 이번의 경우는 그렇다고 볼 수 있겠네요.
저 옆은 개인 소유의 해변인가요? 물도 이쪽에 있는 물과 완전히 다른 색이네요.
The rich boy makes the obvious observation.
그렇군. 칼로 변했듯 경계가 져 있다. 이런 특징을 가진 곳은 뻔하지.
Yes, we paid money to erect literally a wall.
네, 여긴
대호수죠. 여긴 원래 그래요. 저렇게 쉬기 좋게 평화로운 공간은 보통 둥지의 영역이죠.
Yep, that's the company's resort. Meanwhile, over here at the port, everything is awful.
설명의 기회가 자꾸 아사지는군요.
I'm the one who's supposed to explain everything in detail and monotone. Me! Faust! I! Stop rephrasing them! Faust, I'm sorry, but your snarky humor, laced in with your explanations, kind of gets on people's nerves, so people are talking over you. Be a little less an under-the-table narcissist sometimes. It's why we love you, however, it's also why we hate you. Does this place count as the back streets when it's so open? I mean, I don't see... Well, the back street seems to be a colloquial term for the pores. It just seems to be the pores of the nest, and not anything to do with streets.
뒷골목은 단순히 건물과 건물 사이에 생겨난 골목만을 칭하지 않아요. 둥지가 품지 않은 구획의 전역을 의미하죠.
Yes, the pores area. Right.
뭐 이런 쓰레기 같은 것들이 너절한 걸 보면 누가 봐도 뒷골목 아니냐?
우후! 이것 보시오! 쓸만해 보이는...
뭐야? 왜 말을 하다 말아?
I'm listening.
움직였어.
Ah,
뭐가?
이 라디오! 움직였어! 21구의 라디오는 발이 달려 움직이는 건가?
뭐 정말?
At Heathcliff's cry, everyone turned towards a certain pile of trash. And there it was, all of a sudden, a monster. Yes, and now it's time for crab battle. Yes, Dawn was dumpster diving because obviously Dawn would be. Have you seen her shoes? Obviously, she's very well versed in that. But yes, giant enemy crab. Okay, so what are we dealing with here? They inflict rupture. They also have AoE attacks. Interesting. Now, is this... Nope. Okay, this is an infantry battle. Or just a mook fight. So, those interesting abilities are very interesting. However, I can't really control who's attacking who, so... Oh well. Okay, it looks like they have... Pierce. A weakness to Pierce, Gloom, and Sloth. Okay. Gancham! LOL. Yeah, that's the bad end, but, well, it gets the fucking job done, doesn't it? Reminder, attack weight means that anyone with greater weight draws aggro. Interesting.
불길 속으로. 너무 쉽군요. 너무 쉽군요.
Okay, so we want Pierce. From what I am seeing, we want Pierce. We want Pierce, Gloom, and Sloth. I wonder who we can grab for that.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Oh. Meanwhile, Faust gripping with Pierce. Yep, Pierce is the name of the game for 90% of the fights here. Okay. Typically, typically the fights are uniform. There is a curveball somewhere along the line, but typically, once they establish these are the damage types, they usually keep them. Okay, how is Slash, by the way? Indoors. Okay, so it's not Slash. Anything but Slash. Blunt is normal, so we want Blunt and Pierce. We want Pierce, but in failing that, we want Blunt. The boss is a curveball, as it usually is. Okay? So we want Pierce, we want Gloom, and we want Sloth.
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
Ah, the reward shop. Ah, the interface boops. What a very nice touch. All right, so how bad is this going to get? Okay, because I'm assuming this is going to be okay. Well, it's not 6,000. So I think, yeah, as I suspected, this is probably going to be easier than the fucking chicken mines because it looks like, the moon people realized that was a mistake, or rather have interpreted it as a mistake. So once again, unsurprising, they have made this easier. Trash crabs? From the mountainous refuse, out-crawled crustacean creatures covered in all sorts of scrap. According to Ishmael, they're pretty infamous in the backstreets of Ucore. Speaking of which, I wonder what's going on with her. She's been in the doldrums all day? Interesting words. Maybe I'd know more of these words if I read more books and stole their vocabularies. Okay, so we want Hong, because we have to have Hong. And we'll also be incorporating the other identities when we get them to give us more scrap. But okay, so we need Pierce. That's all Slash, that's worthless. Okay, that's Blunt, that's actually viable if we don't have a good identity with Pierce. It's Blunt, Slash, Blunt. Fancy word for state of depression, thank you. Slash, Pierce, Slash. I mean, granted, he does a lot of damage, but... okay, so it looks like we're going with Fire Hong Low. That seems to be the most generally probably effective. Granted, Ting Tang Hong would be better off in terms of damage output, but 2 of his attacks are negated. So, fire Hung Lu. Okay, so who else are we working with here? I think we could probably keep Faust, because Pierce, blood. That's fine. Okay, so we also have to consider. Funny enough, N-Corp Sinclair might be good, but there's also Mariachi. Since that does Gloom and Sloth, and it's all blood. So actually, you know what? Let's mix things up and try not to use all the amazing 3-star characters. Mariachi returns. Okay, so 4-ish. That's all blunt damage as well. We're gonna keep Heath because obviously that's all. He doesn't have, he isn't on damage type, but hey, they've actually edited the colors to make them a little bit more distinct. How about that? They're less saturated. So now they stand out a little bit more to my eyes, at least. Interesting. Ish is always blunt damage, I believe. Well, let's actually have a look. Okay, blunt. Also, evidently, I've double-checked of, yeah, whatchamacallit. Huh. Right, I've double-checked the tier list, and apparently, Sloshing-ish is actually the new worst ego in the game. I'm not quite sure exactly how, but for some reason, well, she sabotages Tremor. I'm not exactly sure how the fuck she screws that up, though. I'm not quite sure how that works, though, because I've never actually seriously used her. But apparently, she's bad for Tremor teams while being Tremor-based. So, I don't know about that one, but apparently she's ranked on the bottom of the list now. Can't really validate, but okay. Okay, blunt. The blunt, blunt, yes. Okay. Pierce. No. But blunt. Right. You know what? Let's use SWAT-ish. That's actually a good mix-up there. Granted, reindeer-ish would be interesting. However, SWAT-ish is always reliable. And that's good. SWAT is still very good. I don't know what her uptime 4 brings. Well, actually, let's check, because I've got her at uptime 3. On use, gain 4 aggro to the skill slot next turn. If target has 8+ tremor, skill power 2. Ooh. Okay. If the target has 5 tremor count, coin power 1. Ooh. She gets better if you have tremor applied to the target. Interesting. On use, gain aggro, +4 aggro to the skill slot next turn. At 0 ammo, gain 2 more aggro. Oh. In focused encounters, slots with higher aggro values are more likely to be targeted by enemies. So she can force people to attack her. Interesting. I think I'm gonna want that. So hold the fucking phone here. We're gonna uptie that real quick. We're gonna uptie that because that's actually a tanking ability. I want to play around with that. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to. Well, so who's the least likely to be necessary? I mean, there's Sun Shower Heath over there that I still don't have. I think we could probably... Yeah, we could probably cut down on Heath, I think. I don't think we really need... Like, I'm not really jonesing for Sun Shower Heath over there. So we could probably cut down this a bit. That should be sufficient, right? I think. No, I need 40 more. Okay, that's actually a lot. Okay. No magical girl Hong Lu. Later. Another reason 2 stars will be feasible, their thread uptime costs are still relatively cheap. This is true, and then on top of that, we have the Mirror Dungeon 2 situation where they're free to bring in. While the 3 stars, while powerful, cost a lot, and you can only have a few of them. So, they've rebalanced the economy of sorts for, you know, the rarities. So now you need to mind the 2 stars to make them, you know, to actually, you know, bring along the good ones, or build around the good ones, because it's more efficient to do that, or in some cases, even fucking possible. You know, makes it possible because you need to use the 2 stars in order to, you know, have, you know, people on the team that are actually, you know, worth a damn. You could still probably solo with some 3 stars, most likely, but obviously, the more general purpose strat is having 2 stars to fill out the ranks while having we saw in the Mirror Dungeon, 1 or 2 decent, 1 or 2 specific for purpose 3 stars. Okay, so Ish with pull. Interesting. I don't think I have anybody that applies tremor, though. So that's a bit of a limiting factor. Okay, so who can apply tremor? But then again, actually, no, she applies tremor. Doesn't she? Right? No, she does. Right, okay. Huh. Her second card applies tremor. Actually, well, the burst tremor there. Okay. So that will gain power as you apply tremor, and then you'll also burst tremor too for even more damage. Interesting. So her 1 or 2 cards, well, that just inflicts paralyze. Her 2 card is actually probably what you're going to be using most of the time. So yeah, the 2 and a 3 card work together. And apparently she can even aggro on defense if you need her to. So let's fuck around with that. Back to the event! Right. I could probably work on more tremor here, but let's just play around with her as she is. This seems like a team that'll make it through, even though it's mostly blunt. But it's on damage type, I think? She's still useful as a tank once she runs out of ammo. Another good point. Okay, so let's fuck around with this. So what does she have? She has quick rounds, which you want to use, obviously. But then again, we have shove, which... So that's shove, which will gain her aggro. Let's see how the enemy reacts to that, though. Okay, so pierce because quick suppression. Why the fuck not? Okay, warm up because of gloom. Actually, shit, he does have a gloom attack too. Fuck, I didn't actually realize that. Fire Hong Lu does have a gloom attack. I thought it was all red like all the other fire identities. But then we're gonna use this and see what happens next turn. And then Pinata Party, obviously, because of gloom. Gancham!
대성공이야.
You know, if they survive.
노래 부를까? 무얼 잘못했는지 아는 거. 야호. 이기는
Okay, so now are they all attacking Ish? Because that's what I'd want. No. Actually, it's... Huh? They're attacking each other. Huh, it didn't apply. Or it doesn't look like it applied.
정화.
불에서
흙으로.
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
표적 확인. 표적 무력화.
불타올랐군요.
You probably need a higher aggro stack. She didn't have any at all, which is the problem here. So let's keep her doing that. I want to see how the enemy behaves when she does that. So, well, that's struggling. Isn't it? Huh. What about her defense? Because that gains aggro if she does that. Okay, they're strong against gluttony, so we don't want we actually don't want to use gluttony. So, that's probably why. That's why it's struggling, because that's a gluttony-based attack. So that might be not fantastic here, depending on the situation. Control, and then Salon. Also, but Dance into Passion is a much better attack. Ha! We shall see.
부드럽게.
She also gets more aggro when she doesn't have ammo. So maybe that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go all out attack first, and then when you're actually out of ammo, you actually you start doing aggro pulls, because then you can't do anything. The damage is expended.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
I'm not seeing this aggro stack here, and the enemy does not appear to be actually targeting her. Odd.
교전 시작합니다.
They have a lust. They're strong against lust, but also Pierce kind of works against that. So Faust is actually being resisted because the attacks are lust based, but they're Pierce. So now we're just normal. Also, you have to take into account the attack weight of the team. That I have not seriously looked into. Attack weight is something I'm gonna have to learn now
원래
again.
개딱지 같은 것들은 뭔데?
저기 자꾸 나보면서 묻지 마.
Greg, you're a bug.
덱 안 봤어, 아저씨. 자꾸 그러는 거 피해망상이라니까. 원래 이야기만 나오면 아주.
Reversal.
그랬겠네요.
Yes, Ish? Yes, Ish, are you gonna be our guide through this hellscape? You know, your hellscape with your suffering? Their what? Ishmael interjected all of a sudden.
크랩게요. 저렇게 등딱지에 쓰레기나 폐품 같은 걸 붙여서 지비자 무기로 만드는 것들요.
They're hermit crabs. They're just hermit crabs.
지긋지긋한 놈들이죠. 물가에서 일하는 사람들에게 불쑥 튀어나와 공격하기도 하고 주변을 돌아다니는 사람들을 덮치는 일도 잦고 개체수도 날마다 불어나고.
Yeah, I bet the rich people don't care though, right? That's the hook, right? The rich people don't even give a shit, right?
하지만 대호수에 저런 잔챙이들은 놀리고 놀렸어. 더 중요하고 위험한 건
The whale! Ishmael? Ish? Ish, you started... Ish, are we gonna... Has she turned around? Has the screen darkened around her? Is she starting to think about whale? I was about to check in with Ishmael, as I probably shouldn't let this go on for any longer, but...
저기 벌써부터 그것들을 잡고 있는 건가요?
Huh. Well, who are you adorable dorks with your chain swords? A couple of people in work overalls seem to be approaching from the distance. Well, from a distance.
미카, 귀한 고객님들이잖아. 좀 더 예의를 차려야.
아, 그런가?
I guess red hair is common here as well? What does that even mean?
저것들은 뭐냐고 하시는 것 같네요.
Thank you, Sinclair. You see, you're not here when I ask for it, but then the one time I don't actually ask for it, you're here. God damn it, Sinclair.
메인, 이 사람들 우리 보고 저것이라고 하는데 꼭 예의를 지켜야 하는 걸까?
적일 수도 있다. 어이, 신분을 밝혀라.
정의에 대한 얘기를 전달받지 못하신 건가요?
No!
그래, 전혀 없다. 마치 그럴듯하게 신분을 위장에 끼어드는 스파이처럼 말이지.
Amazing plays by Otis.
저기요, 스파이라면 좀 더 체계적인 방법을 사용하지 않을까요?
That's exactly what a spy would say.
그렇겠죠. 오티스 씨, 이분들은 이번에 협력할 분들입니다.
See, guys, it'd be lovely if you guys told us what the fuck was going on first, but I suppose that's a bit too much.
다음엔 빨리 말하도록.
반갑습니다. 미카 씨, 레인 씨. 저희는 LCB, 림버스 컴퍼니 버스 부서입니다.
버스 맞네요. 그때 그분도 버스 녀석들이라고 말하셨으니까.
LCC의 비포팀이 이미 다녀갔다고 들었습니다. 그분이라는 건
잠시 명함 좀 다시 보고. LCCB. 네, 맞네요.
확인은 끝난 것 같으니까 가게로 돌아가서 마저 이야기하죠. 그 버스에 대한 것도 좀 보고.
Well, our two lovely people at the, LCCB, the clearing the clearing department, those people are dead, so who's that person we're talking about? Is there another likable character we're going to see die horribly later?
여기 계속 서서 대화하기는 좀 그렇잖아요.
We're their customers?
아니, 애초에 여긴 왜 들른 거야?
It'd be lovely if somebody with actual knowledge would inform literally everyone about what's going on.
간단히 말하자면 저희의 목적지인 유사는 대호수 위의 배들로 이루어져 있는 둥지입니다. 따라서 메피스토 팰리스의 현재 형태로는 건너갈 수가 없죠.
Oh, we're turning the bus into a fucking submarine. We're turning the bus into a fucking We're turning the bus into a fucking submarine. We're turning the bus into a fucking submarine. Of course.
그리고 대호수는 시시각각 환경이 변하기도 해요. 그 호수에서 버틸 수 있는 배가 필요하겠죠.
그래서 미리 적합한 공방을 찾아 버스 개조에 대한 계약을 한 거지.
Are we just gonna get a Limbus toy? Like, are we gonna get a Mephistopheles toy that's like it's a bus, but it's like a G.I. Joe action figure with all these ridiculous fucking add-on parts? Ah, yes, flotation devices, missile launchers. Crank the thing in the back and it really operates the grinders that we feed people into. Some shit like that.
이게 적합한?
A giant fucking drill. Yeah, right. Yeah, to fight the mole people.
이만 들어가지.
Chiron even gets more free reign to go wherever she wants. Yeah, no, not even the roads can contain her anymore. Dear God.
지난번 회식 때문에 예산 타격이 컸나? 먹을 수 있을 만큼 시키라 해서 마음껏 주문했던 것뿐인데.
Like Rhodia said, looking at the somewhat dilapidated shop made me curious about the company's finances. We have finances? But nothing good could ever come out of this conversation, so I decided to table the thought. Okay. Okay, so we're making Mephistopheles a boat so we can hunt the white whale. This is the event. Okay. Now I understand why we are here.
더 해치울 거 없어? 난 이제 시작인데.
Holy sweet Jesus, it's blinding. What the hell is that? Why is it blinding? I like to fucking click on it. Okay, I can read it. Okay, it's just scrap, and then these don't work. Why is it fucking blinding, bro? Ah, good, 2 levels. We're gonna need those, but we're gonna need a lot fucking more of those. A play value only function grinder that molds to make your characters with bonus red juice squirt. Right, you can make you can have you have all these characters made of like jelly mold. Whatchamacallit, that's like, where have I seen this before? I'm a child of the 90s. We had such things. Like, we just make fucking jello molds of characters and then throw them in the bus and watch it get grinded. Yeah, they're fucked up enough to want to sell that in the city. Yep. It sucks to clean it though. The boat rights. The pair called Mika and Ran, I guess, seems to have been expecting us. I guess the LCCB already informed them of our arrival. Looks like we're going to have to modify Mephistopheles in order to get to our next destination. Jelly molds and refill packs, yeah! That you'll never buy.
레인, 나는 이 버스 좀 살펴볼 테니까 손님들 접대. 아니, 대응 좀 부탁해.
Rain, then, right? She said Rain, I heard Rain, man's name is Rain.
알았어.
Tenants were led into what appeared to be a workshop packed with tools and various mechanical apparatus.
이 공방은 보기보다 꽤 고난도의 장비까지 하고 있는 모양이군.
Wow, these people can actually do their jobs.
아, 알아보시겠나요?
Exclusive bus driver Karen action figure. Yep, I'm seeing the retarded 80s sort of like Lazy Susan spinning fucking like presentation of this commercial. Yep.
무기와 장비를 정비하는 공방적 기술에 대한 폭넓은 이해는 전쟁 중에 가장 중요했으니까.
Yep, logistics. The fuck? This awkward conversation was cut short by a sudden and deafening noise. Apparently we're going to alert status 1?
무슨 소리죠?
메피스토펠레스의 비명. 아니, 경보가 작동한 것 같군요.
It has a general quarters alarm?
죄송해요, 잘못 건드렸어요.
Yeah, you stop hurting the bus.
지금 쿵쿵대는 소리도 잘못 건드려서 나는 거야, 미카?
Oh no.
저기요! 밖에!
방금 마주쳤던 개체와 동일한 종으로 보인다.
Yes, now for the Fate Grand Order TM battle every 3 seconds.
비슷해 보이긴 하네요.
비슷한 것이 아니라 같은 개체에 속한다는 뜻이다.
Thank you, Marcel. Everyone outside now, we need to go kill them. Outside. Oh. A giant enemy crab, they actually said it. Giant enemy crab, they actually said it. With a massive shipping container on its back loomed over us. They actually said giant enemy crab. Way to go, localizers. Well, at least for a brief moment. Yeah! We were soon overwhelmed by the sound of heavy metal scraping against the floor.
좌우로 산계해라.
Well, that was fast.
저건 어디를 또 깨부숴야 하는 거야?
Just as we were all collectively losing our minds.
당연히 대가리를 깨부숴야지.
Is it hag hour now? A dark figure leapt down from somewhere onto the creature's head. Oh yes, it's Stinky the Diver.
가만히 있어라. 헛짓거리하지 말고.
Ish ID is yes, the person we're exchanging places with for the identity. Now who the fuck are you? Yeah, Pile bunker, always neat. A blinding light and deafening explosion assault the crab shell. King Trash Crab, very informative. Go woo.
도망가는 건가요?
The figure leaped gracefully from the back of the fleeing creature and slowly approached us. A big sister from BioShock 2? Yeah, I kind of like Stinky the Diver though, because that's more obscure and makes me think of better times, honestly. She squelched over the depressing mudflat in her swim fins and stood before us, a colossal harpoon resting on her shoulder.
아 그래, 너희가 그 녀석이 말한 버스 애들이냐?
Huh. Okay. After some time passed, yes, and we got all of that explanation that the viewers did not actually get.
올가 씨까지 포함해 정식으로 소개드리죠.
Olga?
이번 메피스토 팰리스의 개조에 도움을 주실 어금니 보트 센터라는 이름의 공방분들입니다.
Moeller Boatworks.
이야, 이렇게 소개를 받는 날도 있네. 아, 좀 쑥스러운 걸.
Well, that was an abrupt change of attire. I know that name from Rowena. Wait a minute, Olga. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Right, wasn't she mentioned by the fixers on the warp train? Wait a minute. That Olga? Now wait, hold on a second. No, that's literally that. Wait a minute, I'm gonna have to go back and double check that. Is that literally? Wait. I don't remember what the name of their office, but hang on, wait a minute. Is this literally just them, but alive? Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to double check that, but no, actually, I never actually concluded that whole battle there. So, nothing says that Warp Corp wouldn't have recovered the train and then put them back together because they did. So, actually, what? No, wait, no. No. No, they went to the library and fucking died. How are they here? Something tells me I probably should finish Library of Arena, and then all of the answers will become clear. Anyway, moving on with the story. This may be a spoiler for the end of Rowena. Well...
누님, 그래도 귀한 고객분들인데 행동을 가려서...
아우, 내가 뭘 그렇게 잘못했다고 그래. 나 아직 뭐 안 했거든?
아직이라는 게 문제죠. 개업한 지 얼마 되지도 않았는데 조심해서 나쁠 건 없잖아요.
업종을 갑자기 바꾸는 일이 쉬운 건 아니었을 텐데 할만했습니까?
아.
5급 해결사 올가.
Vergilius highlights the obvious.
뭐... 해결사!
Yes, Don.
뭐야?
해결사셨어? 어째? 고귀한 향이 난다고 생각했어. 어찌하여 다른 일을 하게 된 것이오? 해결사의 일이 고되었던 것이오? 주로 어디에서 활동했던 것이오? 어떤 협회에서 어떤 시험을 치러서 5급까지 간 것이오? 역시 트레스 협회에서 공방 시험을 본 것인가?
Jesus Christ, Don Quixote, take a breath! Fuck! It's like that Fubuki rant about glasses. Jesus!
알겠어. 알아들었다네.
미안하군요, 올가 씨. 이제 시끄러운 건 잠잠해질 겁니다.
아하.
붉은 시선. 고맙습니다. 존대를 하는 게 너무 오랜만이라.
그쯤 해두고.
Okay, so the spoilers for the end of Library of Ruina here. These people died and became books, and now they're all here. Gee, I wonder what happened. Did we have like a Disney movie ending where all of the people that died that became books came back to life and we just kind of fucked the timeline back into a operation? Or did we break open the mirror dungeon, the mirror dimensions or something? I don't know. Do not fucking tell me. I'll find out one day.
도서관에서의 사건 이후로 책으로부터 하나 둘씩 돌아왔던 모양이던데.
Wow, Vergilius! Fuck! Wow! Way to just abruptly spoil everything! I suppose they don't really take people for... they don't really take people for going back and actually playing Lobotomy Corporation or Library of Ruina, but wow, fuck, Vergilius! Here I was worrying about my audience saying something I didn't want to hear yet, but okay. Thanks. They never said the books can't be reverted, evidently.
어땠습니까, 당신들은?
Which makes Philip's breakdown even more stupid. Well, I suppose there's that, yeah.
우리도 뭐 다르지는 않죠. 나 죽었나? 싶었더니 갑자기 눈을 떠보니 이 근처이지 뭡니까?
Okay, that is kind of what I expected by, realizing that these people were books and... Okay, so if they were books, then... How did... They were dead, so how the fuck did that happen? We had an anime thing where, the screen flashed white and everyone was suddenly alive again some random-ass fucking place. Booking does not mean death. That's a spoiler that I didn't actually know, but, well, way to go. Library of Ruina spoiler hour. Oh well. I still have reasons to finish the game, but okay, it looks like nobody actually dies when they're killed. Wow. And here I was actually having fun with the idea of we're killing people to turn them into books. But no, no one dies when they're killed. In that case, Philip is an even bigger spoiler then. Yeah, Philip's a moron. Philip's a tremendous, tremendous moron. In that case. No, actually, oh no, I let my comrades die horribly and I abandoned them several times in a row. Oh, I'm such a terrible person. Meanwhile, they're not actually fucking dead, we just didn't tell you. Moron who believed his fanfic to be reality. Granted, the abnormalities don't fucking help there, but yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, Phil.
미카도 레인도 없었고 당장 배는 고프니까 뭐라도 먹어야겠다 싶어서 어땠더라?
크랩개가 튀어나와서 주변에 있는 걸 주워 무기를 만든 다음에 산산조각을 내고 구워 먹었다고 하셨죠.
맞아, 지랄맞게 맛없기는 했지만.
그러다가 개에 붙은 폐품으로 고철 바꿔 먹기를 시작했고.
Yeah, what was I doing again? Ah, right, my entire backstory. Thanks, Ren.
하, 오케이, 레인. 네가 설명하는 게 낫겠다.
저 올가라는 사람은 뭔가 대충대충 스타일인 것 같네.
Also, with the kid we booked at the start. Oh, right, yeah, the anime protagonist that, well, died horribly. Nope, they're all, okay, so they're all alive. Or coming back slowly from Vergilius's, question there. The interpretation seems to be not all at once. Yes, the old man is crushed. Yes, the guy that, yeah, this kind of undermines Philip's entire story and makes him look even more like a moron.
어머? 누굴 말하는지 모르겠네.
엄마? 이건 또 뭐래? 머리통이 의체인가?
Yes and no?
누님, 자꾸 그러시면 이야기가 끝나지 않아요.
알았다고.
That also means Tomeri. I'm hoping they put them back together properly. And by back together, I mean separated them properly. mega spoilers, right? Leave it be. The woman they called Olga fell back, clicking her tongue. And the man they called Rain came forward, bringing us up to speed. He was a fixer, working alongside Olga and Mika until they were all sucked into the library, getting wrapped up in all these things called receptions. Yes! Wow, we're just not being subtle about this. Okay, the game is gonna spoil it for me. Alright, fine. And just when he thought he was a gunner, he suddenly came to, began wandering, and found Olga. They began collecting scrap metal together, with Mika joining along the way, and ended up running a workshop almost like they used to run the office back in the old days.
책에서 돌아오는 데에는 언제 죽었는지와 같은 순서가 따로 없었나. 아직은 규칙성이 명확하지 않고.
Okay, so it's all random. So everybody, so from what I understand, everybody who's a book in, well, everyone who was turned into a book in the library is going to come back, but most likely when it's plot fucking relevant, looks like. Right? You see where this is going? They're not coming back all at once. They're just coming out at fucking random, which means that important people from Arena will probably just be spit out at random when it's important to the story. Vergilius muttered something to himself, looking at Faust, who stood near him. Faust nodded silently. Well! Don't you see, people? Every second we stand here, the whale gets fucking closer. You don't know. I know! You're not listening, but I know! We're all in peril! I knew that there was something between the two of them, but it was always about something apocryphal that I couldn't even begin to understand. Something hidden, yes, big word there. Besides, I was starting to get worried about Ishmael, who was growing increasingly distraught. It was about time I talked to her about her sudden change. Whatever you do, don't say whale. Ishmael, so you've been here before? It looked like you recognized those crabs from earlier.
네. 문제가 있나요?
Yeah, is it a problem? Is it a problem that I know about crabs and whales, especially the whales? Huh? Huh? No, not really. I'm just wondering how they taste. It sounded like people eat those crabs.
무슨 의도로 그런 의미 없는 질문을 갑자기 하시는지 뻔히 보이지만.
Yes, I'm trying to change the subject to stop you from having a fucking panic attack.
그래도 대답을 드리자면, 네, 크랩 차우더로 꽤 먹어보았죠.
Chowder.
구역질을 억지로 참아야 했지만 뱉어내지 않으면 소화할 수는 있는 맛이라고 해야 할까요? 질문에 대한 답이 됐나요?
Yes. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I didn't think that was the best question I could have come up with, but her reception was much colder than I'd expected. Yep, it's very bad. Yep, the whale. Very bad.
그런데 먹을 수 있는 거군요. 저거. 환상체나 뒤틀림 같이 생겼는데요.
Yeah, one of the two. We can never really make up our minds. No, I don't think that's an abnormality or a distortion.
네? 그럼
Nope, it's a garden variety, average, mutated, horrifying, living, being. Yep, that's normal. That's the reality we live in. Terrifying.
환상체와 뒤틀림을 구분할 수 있는 단테 씨는 설명이 없어도 알 수 있으셨겠죠. 저것은 생물입니다. 돌연변이라고 할 수도 있겠군요. 그러니 이론적으로 섭취에는 문제가 없을 것입니다.
Yep, mutants. Well, there probably is some health problems, with actually eating them, but yep, nope. Mutated biological life forms, because this world was generally terrifying even before the whole SCP nonsense.
저희 할머니도 돌연변이 동물들을 많이 수집하곤 하셨죠. 저런 생물은 저도 처음 보지만요. 참 진기한 구경이네요.
Oh, lovely. Thanks, Han.
네, 그런 덕분에 저희가 밥도 먹고 정비 일도 할 수 있는 거죠.
The woman they called Mika was walking over from inside the boat workshop, an inscrutable look on her face.
미카, 어때? 견적은 좀 나와?
공방에서 일하시던 아버지께서는 말씀하셨죠. 싹 다 뜯어 고쳐야겠다.
뭐 엔진을
All
다
of it.
털어내야 한다던가 그런 거냐?
아니요, 그 부분까지는 건드릴 필요 없어요. 함부로 건드릴 엄두도 안 나고. 버스 내부를 잠깐 봤는데 복잡한 것도 정도가 있어야 한다는 생각이 들더라고요.
Yes, because it's probably not actually a bus, and probably some form of abnormality that's been bent into the shape of a bus.
하지만 그것 외에는 전부예요. 부력 발생 장치도 없고 프로펠러도 조타 장치도 없고요.
Yep. We have to duplex drive the entire fucking thing. So what do we do now?
그건 예상했습니다. 해결 방법을 제시하시죠.
방금 저 관리자라는 분이 뭐라 말하신 것 같은데 그냥 째깍인 건가? 뭐 중요한 건 아니고. 방법은 우리한테 있어요. 재료만 있으면 어떻게든 만들 수 있죠.
And that's where the event comes in.
기계를 개조할 재료라고 한다면은 뭐 어디 고철 같은 거라도 주워야 하나?
Exactly.
잘 아시네요. 그리고 잘 하실 수 있을 거라고 보고요. 아까 보니까 잘 하실 것 같던데.
Yes, we're very good at killing things. With that, Mika pointed away toward where the trash crabs were.
크랩개들을 처리하면 폐품을 모을 수 있을 겁니다.
What is this, a fucking MMO quest?
몇 마리나?
Yes, is the answer most likely.
아주 많이요?
Yeah, about what I expected.
그럼 그렇지. 일하려고 온 거구만. 그치?
정확해. 이번 경유지에서 너희는 버스를 개조할 부품을 모아오면 된다. 황금가지를 찾아오는 것보다 쉽고 간편한 일이지.
Or the horrors within that accursed chicken mine.
자, 그럼 나는 이 협력업체 분들과 담소라도 나누고 있을 테니 전원 바다로.
I don't know why, but that line is funny.
저런 건 바다가 아니요.
Nope, it's a toxic landfill.
아니, 맞아요. 저 모습도 대호수의 일부. 바다라고도 불리는 한 모습이니까.
Ah, yes, the Great Lake, otherwise known as the ocean. The Big Lake. But yes, to the beach. The story continues to be entertaining as always, but I didn't expect the massive and overt spoilers for Rowena there, but I suppose, oh well. It was likely going to happen, but wow, that was abrupt. But okay, so. Nope! Actually, one more. Sinclair again, wow. How completely worthless. Okay, so. Nope, didn't get anything from that. All right, on to more combat encounters. Time to salvage scrap and prepare the bus for both hell and high water.
준비는 끝났습니다. 명령 대기.
Ah, yes, if any of your friendos have the identity, then I think loading them counts for the event. Actually, yeah, I should probably look into that.
늦으면
I forgot
내가
about
먼저
that.
갈 거야.
But also, so hang on here. Gluttony, gloom, and envy. Actually, the funny thing is we actually have that. I actually have a team that can actually do that. It may not actually be the most amazing thing ever, but we'll get the resources for it.
늦으면 메피랑 먼저 갈 거야. 정화.
날 뛰어가라고.
균형이 무너졌군요. 너무 쉽지 않아.
표적 완전 무력화.
불타올랐군요.
Whoops, all dead.
메피가 배고파했어.
Are we there yet? Oh, that one's got a gun on it. This is reminding me of something from a very, 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 very long time ago. Totally unrelated, though. Okay, we don't have... Well, actually, I can have her use a defense move, which actually will give me gluttony. Nice!
머리통을 박살내주마.
My spoiler is that you could leave Moeller Sinclair on the beach and have his multiplier like you did with Jack Rager back in the
날 뛰어가라고.
소리기 딱콩 한 방 먹었어.
불타올랐군요.
Why is Moeller Sinclair bad?
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어. 메피가 배고팠어.
yes, now. For the sake of using it once, it is now time for Hong Lu's magical girl transformation.
부드럽게.
자, 변신 완료. 만선이에요.
Did fucking nothing, but again, LOL, Hong Lu. You see, we can't get girls in swimsuits, but we do get Hong Lu Sailor Moon. That's what we get. Now enough fucking around, as Keith has been staggered. Oh no.
표적 완전 무력화.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
정화.
Swing. Sparkle, sparkle. That one has a weakness to blood as well. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the cannon crabs also are weak to blunt as well as pierce. Good.
가장 순수한 세상으로.
Next. Makeshift bus mods. We finally collected enough scrap for them to start working on the bus modifications. I wonder if we can get some time off. If we do, then I should try talking to Ishmael. Yes, let's have a nice conversation with Ishmael about whales. We've been at it for about 2 days, perhaps. Wow, the fucking crab mines are being expedited here. This is time compression. We're not suffering through all of the we're not suffering through every single second of the crab mines. We were able to defeat a considerable number of trash crabs and collect enough scrap to fill a whole wagon and then some.
네, 이 정도면 해볼 수 있겠네요.
휴, 그럼 이제 쉬어도 되는 거지? 들려? 어깨 돌릴 때마다 뚜둑 소리 나고 있잖아.
로자 씨, 그러니까 겁이라도 주는 것 같잖아요. 자제를.
Rodion, please stop flexing in the direction of the small children. You may terrify them.
개조를 하는 데 드는 시간도 있을 테니 적어도 며칠은 즐길 수 있겠어. 물론 여전히 휴양과 어울리지 않는 곳이지만.
The sinners were all busy stretching and chattering, relieved that the work was finally over. But I had a terrible feeling that this was probably not the end of our toil. No, it is not. Amazingly good intuition by me.
네? 쉬기는 뭘 쉬어요?
Of course, I knew it.
제가 말한 건 이제 시작만 해볼 수 있겠다고 말한 거예요.
그렇다는 것은
당연히 더 주워오셔야죠.
참고 삼아.
Yes.
그 양은
Yes is the answer, Greg.
지금의 한 5배?
Ah,
미카! 후륜쪽도 포함해야 할 것 같은데?
7배로 방금 막 늘어났어요.
we're gonna need a lot of fucking scrap. Oh, I know how this is gonna work out. So we're gonna expedite this process by going to kill a boss, right? That's a lot of scrap all at once, right? That'll speed things up, right? I see where this is going.
지금까지 효율을 고려하면 적절한 휴식은 취하지 못하겠군.
Thanks, Marcel.
기존보다 수면에 할애하던 시간을 줄이는 편이 좋을 것이다.
Yes, Marcel with the amazing observation. Perhaps if we slept less, we'd be able to get more work done. Yes.
이럴 수는 없는 거요. 이럴 순 없어.
Don Quixote is literally dying. Once again, the voice acting cast just sells every single second of it. Don Quixote looked as though she was about to collapse, a woeful look on her face.
아니, 있잖아. 이런 고철 덩어리들을 주워온다고 작업이 되긴 되는 거야?
그야 고철을 적당히 볼트로 결합하는 방식이라면 죽도 밥도 안 되겠지만 유사의 특이점을 이용해 결합하는 과정을 거치면 마치 처음부터 자신의 부속품이었던 것처럼 기능하게 할 수 있으니까요.
Ah, interesting.
유사? 걔네 특이점이라면 무슨 음식 완벽히 포장하는 기술 아니었어? 뜯기 전까지는 절대 내용물이 변하지 않는 그런 거였는데? 거기서 제조했던 통조림도 요긴하게 먹고 그랬었는데.
Interesting.
어째 누님과 똑같은 말씀을 하시네요. 둥지마다 특이점을 활용한 여러 기술들이 있을 수도 있는 거잖아요.
So, if their singularity allows them to fuse parts perfectly together, then I suppose what they do is they fuse the food perfectly together with the can so it never goes bad. If they don't have more than one singularity that does that. Interesting logic. Duct tape, yes. Simply duct tape the sardines into the can. Perfectly preserved for all time.
원리만 활용한다면 근본적인 특이점을 기반으로 얼마든지 활용하여 A사의 기반 특허를 낼 수 있습니다. 유사에서는 현상 보존 포장 기술과 더불어 공명 굽수가 유명하죠.
Resonance tuning fork.
공명 굽쇠.
The fork! The fork! Okay. The fork. And the whale. And the boat. And the Great Lakes. And the fish. It's all coming together now. So Moby Dick is a giant robot whale. I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
그놈이랑 똑같았지.
Did Captain Ahab have a fucking tuning fork?
여기저기에 엉겨붙고 유착되어서는.
Oh, sweet Jesus, did Captain Ahab turn himself into the boat? Is that what happened? Or did he fuse himself with the whale?
기어이 삼켜버리겠지. 언제 그랬냐는 듯.
This is some heavy shit we're dropping here. What did Captain Ahab do, Ish? Ishmael, what's the problem? Yeah, I'd like to know how we're bending Moby Dick to fit here.
관리자님, 지금이라도 베르길리우스 씨에게 말해주세요.
Tell him what?
순서를 바꿔서 다른 지부의 황금 가지를 해결하자고요.
Oh. Oh no, we can't do this yet. We have to go anywhere else but here. Anywhere else but here, says the desperate sinner. Give me a moment, Ishmael. Are you okay? Virgil does not take advice. Yeah, obviously.
지금은 충분하지 않아요. 모두의 경험도, 대호수에 대한 것도, 고래에 대한 지식도.
Well, she said it.
그래요. 제가 알려드리고 도와드릴게요. 충분한 시간이 지난 후에 도전해야만 하는 곳이에요. 저곳은. 그러니까.
No, not yet. Not the whale. Not out there. No, not now. No, no, it's too soon. No, can we? No, we have to go somewhere else. We have to get smarter. No, we can't do. Not with you, idiots. We won't last 5 seconds against the whale.
야, 자꾸 뭐 하자는 거야? 아까 먹은 크랩 차우더인지 뭔지가 잘못되기라도 했냐?
다 같이 그 개 같은 개딱지 내장을 긁어먹긴 했지만 전 아주 멀쩡해요.
근데 뭐가 문제야? 뭐 지금까지는 우리가 준비해서 쳐들어갔냐? 다 뒤져가면서 해결한 일이잖아.
죽고 죽어가면서 일을 처리한 게 어디 자랑할 거리는 아닌 거 아시죠? 저희가 그냥 해결사였다면 첫 임무부터 진작의 전원 사망으로 순식간에 협회에서 이름이 지워졌겠죠.
야, 누가 몰라? 나도 뒷골목 조직 생활하면서 몇 번이나 죽을 뻔했는데 목숨이 하나뿐인 걸 모르겠냐고. 그거랑 다르지. 지금의 시계 대가리 덕분에 여러 번 살아나고 있잖아.
Well, Heathcliff's an asshole, but he is entirely right here. Why are you still? Well, actually, we know because panic attack. Panic is irrational, so even if you can come back repeatedly over and over again, she's still probably gonna be terrified of the whale.
지금까지 운이 좋았으니까 멀쩡하게 살아날 수 있었다고 생각하지는 않나 보죠?
No, that's kind of what the whole clock thing says on the tin. It just kind of does that. There's no luck in it.
아니, 야, 왜 자꾸 못한다고 하는 건데? 환상체한테 머리가 깨져서 뒤졌으면 이번에 다리를 내주고 피하고 그렇게 계속 쳐부술 수 있는 거잖아, 어?
I mean, yes, but so. Well, it sounds like Heathcliff is getting rattled at Ishmael being rattled, but yes, maybe there are fates worse than death. So, Ish, please tell us about the whale.
지금껏 겪었던 게 전부라고 생각하세요? 그럴 리가 없잖아요.
Nope, with this fucking place, this entire world and not just the city, nope, we have not yet seen the end of everything. No. Everything gets far worse.
최악의 경우엔 복구가 불가능할 수도 있는 거예요. 시계를 아무리 쳐 돌려도.
Do you know we can... I don't think we've run into that limitation yet, though.
다시 원래대로 돌아가지도 못할 수 있다고요.
Yes, but what if my mind is scarred from the whale? But yeah, no, I think our we don't really know because we do heal, you know, physical damage and fatigue. Do we heal mental state? We haven't yet seen this. This is kind of a long-term thing we're gonna have to rely upon. Or rather, going to be a long-term thing we're gonna have to see here because it's gonna become obvious quite quickly if the sanity meter doesn't, well, actually, no. We do not heal mental states, but how do we keep coming back to 0 sanity every encounter? But as for healing things, no, woman, we legit go to the... We go down to the gates of hell and I yank all of you morons out every time you fucking die. No, it's pretty fucking absolute. You are coming back. I literally have to go down there and have a talk with fucking Satan every 3 seconds, yo. Yeah, after you guys drop dead in a fucking encounter. I know, we're on a first name basis with fucking Satan. You're coming back. Lore entry from the Doomsday Calendar shows Yi Sang has some medium-term mental scarring after being offered up as a sacrifice and seeing the end of all things. Being Yi Sang, he was still pretty chill about the whole ordeal, though. Yeah, that's... I'm not really surprised out of Yi Sang for that one, for that thing. But yeah, I suppose it's not necessarily mental scarring, but the knowledge. The knowledge terrifies you. I can't take ideas away from you. Ideas that terrify and unsettle you, but your mind is whole, but the ideas within the mind, that is the madness we cannot heal.
특히 그 거대한 고래는 됐어요.
I'm talking about the whale again. I said I would never talk about the whale again. I promised myself I would never talk about the whale again. I'm fucking talking about the whale again.
설명해도 못 알아들을 것처럼 말하지 마라. 어? 말도 못 알아듣는 버러지 취급하는 것 같아서 열받으니까.
Look, man. Look, man, it's the whale. It's the fucking whale, man. You don't understand. Nobody understands, man.
개!
자, 말씀 좀 여쭙겠소.
Yes, hello, Yi-sang. It was perhaps because he was never the type to do such a thing. But the crowd immediately fell silent when Yi-sang suddenly, loudly, and uncharacteristically intruded upon their argument. Ah, yes. Yi-sang drops a chaff grenade, actually being involved. Well, it's good to know that you're recovering from your chapter quite well.
그대들 버스에서 제법 하고픈 것이 많다 하지 않았는가? 과업이 남은 것은 사실이나 소기의 목표를 달한 것도 사실이요. 그렇다면 짤다알막한 휴식 정도는 바랄 수 있을 거라 보우만.
Yeah, perhaps we should take a rest here and calm down and talk about whales.
단테, 이 정도는 괜찮지 않겠소?
Yes, I think I actually have to have the state mandated 15-minute smoke break here before people start killing each other. It's probably a good idea. Good job, Sang. Yi-sang, yeah, he sounds way more alive. Yes, his eyes are moving and everything, man. Man, he's just glowing now. This is the first time Yi-sang appeared so dependable since we started our bus journey. Yes, before he would have let everyone kill each other and wouldn't have really, gave two fucks about it. But now we're developing. Good. Yeah, I nodded. Yeah, I agree with Yi-sang. I think we can slow down for a bit and do some team building activities together. How's that sound? Let's go play volleyball on the fucking landfill. Yeah!
네, 조금 쉬고 계셔도 될 것 같네요. 저희 쪽에서 준비가 되면 말씀드릴게요.
저기! 그렇다면 비치 볼리볼! 다들 하지 않겠는가?
English! That's adorable, but oh dear Christ, English. With Don Quixote's well-timed assist, yes, let's go play beach volleyball in the fucking landfill. Yep. Volleyball, yes. The almost icy mood seemed to defrost slightly. I am in pain. Yes, we all are. Dawn is a gift, however, it sometimes is a gift that makes us cringe. Okay, so where the fuck are we going now with all of this? Beach volleyball? Yeah, so are we breaking into the rich people's resort over there? Vergilius probably wouldn't like that. Wow, okay. A lot per level, huh? Taking Don Quixote and Yi-sang's advice to mend the growing rift between Ishmael and the other sinners, I decided that we should all try out a few rounds of beach volleyball. Maybe this activity could be an opportunity to build some rapport. Beach volley. Wait a minute. Beach. Wait. And then the Crab Nation attacked. I thought we were gonna play beach volleyball, but it's a mini game where two teams beat the shit out of each other. That'd be interesting, but probably not. But anyway, hang on here. Granted, we... Does anyone have... They do! They do have those. Right, so let's have a see. Let's see what what 3-star-ish looks like here, since somebody else was lucky enough, and also more parts.
끌어넘칠
We're going to
시간이군요.
need those.
본인이 똑똑히 보았다네.
Once again, Clanker's Cove.
분명 밀려들어온 태풍과 쓰레기들 사이에서 공 같은 것이 있었음을. 공도 있고 사람도 해변도 있으니 이럴 때 놀지 않는다는 것은 불합리하다고 해도 과언이 아니지 않겠는가?
Think of the woe of the ball left to rot in this accursed land. Nah, fuck that, says Don Quixote. Get ball, have fun.
이걸 해변이라고 부를 수 있는지는 모르겠지만요.
Don Quixote, this is a landfill.
넌 곁에 여기 놀러 온 거 아니라니까?
Yes, but this is now the state-mandated 15-minute smoke break.
본인도 아오. 주어는 고마우나 우리 모두의 단합을 위해 잠시 휴식하는 것이 도움이 되지 않겠는가 하는 마음인 것이요.
Within mine heart or mine head? This we do not know.
그래. 앞으로는 표정이라도 숨기면서 말하는 게 어때?
아니, 나도 동의하오.
Man! That's a word I'd never those are words in a sentence coming out of the mouth of someone I never thought I'd... Wow. That's gonna be a rare one. Fucking frame that.
이상씨?
돌이켜보면 벗들과 이렇다 할 체육 활동을 한 적도 없어. 구기 종목에 특출한 재능이 있는 것은 아니지만 이참에 경험하는 것도 귀중할 테지.
Yes, in a landfill.
그러니 해봄이 어떤가? 발리볼.
참.
English! Everywhere! Is there no fucking Korean term for volleyball?
준비가 안 됐는데.
Not everyone's here is fucking around, man. They're out there playing beach volleyball like this is fucking Top Gun, but we're not ready for the whale, man! It's out there! It's coming! Ah! Every moment the whale gets closer and closer.
안 그렇게 봄이나 튀기고 있을 때가 없는데 애초에 우리는 요새 너무 풀어졌어. 그래, 저번이 유독 운이 좋았던 거겠지.
Man, they don't know, man. You see, I'm the only sane one here, man. I know how prepared we are, and we are not fucking prepared. We are zero prepared. Can we have just like a fucking like Pepe Sylvia chart for the whale here? Because this is where this is going. Can we have that graph of, your danger relative to the distance between you and France, but it's you and the whale? I think we're going to need that. Ishmael was starting to practically ooze all over with an ominous aura. They're greatly hyping up the next story chapter. Yeah, they should, because everyone and their mother knows Moby Dick. The other stories that we have seen so far, granted Metamorphosis, that's Kafka, but not everyone's actually read that. Everyone and their mother knows what Moby Dick is. Even if they've never read it, even if they've never seen any adaptation of it, everybody understands what the fuck Moby Dick is, so that's kind of a big thing. It might be a good idea to divert her attention for a bit from the whale and the impending doom. Begu is apparently volleyball according to Google, but maybe the voice acting cast just thought it'd be better to do just English. Maybe it's one of those things that the voice actors just said, you know what, it's probably better if we fuck it up. Let's play beach volleyball. Yes.
현명한 선택이요. 내가 공을 찾아오겠네.
아, 그 참.
관리자께서 결정하신 유희다. 모두 표정 풀고 기쁘게 받들도록.
stop your complaining and accept your state-mandated 15-minute smoke break. You ungrateful hacks!
아, 알았다고. 아, 뛰다가 허리나 삐끗하지 않으면 좋겠구만.
경기 규칙과 규격은 알고 있다. 직접 경기장을 그리도록 하지.
Thank you, Marcel. There were grumbling sinners, beaming sinners, receiptant sinners, and their reaction were all varied, but everyone eventually moseyed out to an empty lot to play beach volleyball. Yes, guys, we're finally getting that beach episode right here, right now. We're really doing it. We're here, playing beach volleyball. Ishmael's in a corner having a fucking panic attack at the impending doom of the whale. Don Quixote is being Don Quixote. Yi Sang is actually having character development. It is the more animate than he has been in years. Everyone else is just kind of levels of annoyed with this entire concept. The sky is a dull, gray, dark green, and the ground is filled with trash and toxic waste of all manners. But we are here in the beach episode. We're here. Much like reality places us, even if, even if reality were to place us in the nice, happy, rich people resort way over yonder, well, reality isn't often that good anyway, so even if we're at the beach, we still have to live with life as it is. So you know what? This is as good as it gets. I stretched, hoping that this activity would help break up the tense atmosphere. Sometime later, let me guess, they've killed each other. Some people have succumbed and are counted as casualties. Wait, is this like... Is this gonna be like the football game from the ending of the MASH movie? Is that what's going on here? Part of me wants to click next, but I'm afraid to.
자, 그럼 가겠어.
Okay, good. We didn't speed. Yeah, we didn't speed run to the end of the volleyball game where people are killing each other on the field. The field was drawn over a squelchy mudflat. The worn ball rocketed into the air with Don Quixote's serve.
이렇게 하는 것이요.
Ah. Right, guys. Hey, remember the trailer where they had the blue skies in the background? Well, it's still in the background. They weren't actually lying to us, right? They're all standing in front of that nice blue sky on the other side of the barrier where the rich people are. We're over here, but the camera's not pointed upwards far enough. And yeah, Ish is just... This is reminding me of that... Now, we've entered a new meme with a person standing at the back of the party. But it's just Ish standing there in the corner going, these people don't know I know about the whale. These people don't know it, but I'm a whale expert. These people don't know it, but the whale is coming and we are fucked! With Isang's nice receive, it was starting to look like we had a proper game going. Never mind Ish back there.
그렇지. 잘하네.
자,
어이구야.
쓸데없는 짓이야.
Lighten the fuck up, Ish. Jesus Christ. I know you're having a horrible panic attack and your chapter is next and we're gonna see all of your dirty laundry, but Jesus fucking Christ, lighten up.
자. 오티스 씨, 방금 공 못 피했으면 저 죽을 뻔했을 것 같은데.
Otis with the unreasonable spike.
훈련의 일종이다.
Ryoshu, put the sword down. No, you cannot cut the ball. Ryoshu, no, stop that. No, bad Ryoshu. You cannot cut the ball.
자, 내가 받았어.
이럴 시간에 고래의 특징이라도 공부해 둔다면.
I could be studying whales right now. This is great. I could be home studying, preparing. I could be home preparing to do battle with the whale right now. My feet hurt. It's cold. I hate my coworkers. I could be at home preparing to do battle with the whale.
대호수를 건너갈 나침반도 없는 것 같고.
She's sitting there thinking while playing beach volleyball. He's probably fucking up every serve.
젠장. 그 자식은 분명히 어떻게든 살아있을 거야.
Of course he is.
아이씨 진짜.
Thank you, Heathcliff. Heathcliff, unable to stand Ishmael's attitude any longer, kicked the ball with enough force that it might burst. Yeah, somebody needs to tell her to snap out of it because everybody's really trying to snap out. Everyone's trying to present the situation that we're trying to get away from. We know we're trying to get away from the idea that we know the next mission is going to be very dangerous and perilous. However, we're all trying to calm the fuck down for everyone's sake. Meanwhile, Ish is sitting there, effectively drilling into the ground with how much she's sulking about this shit. And Heathcliff has unfortunately had enough of this. We're doing this for your benefit, you dumbass. Huh? And the ball flew way over the mark and toward the boundary, separating us from the pristine pristine beach we saw a few days ago. Heath! Oh, come on! Heath kicked it onto the fucking roof! God damn it, Heath! What the fuck? God damn it! Now we need to. Well, now it's fucked. We can't get up there now. God damn it. Actual schoolyard moment. Heathcliff, in his anger, kicks the ball onto the fucking roof of someone's house, and now it is lost for all time. God fucking damn it! Heath, you should have just punched her. I agree, that probably would have been better. God fuck it. Does anybody know who lives here? Oh no, it just fucking dematerializes and impacted the barrier. Wow. Look at those people. Look at those people with their actual beach episode and their saucy CGs with their half-naked women and suntan and... You know, it's kind of funny because Blue Archive is actually having a beach episode currently and it's... one of the event IDs is fucking Hanako, barely wearing anything. Of course. We never actually got to do that woman's storyline, but yes, the woman who is a massive fucking pervert. It's kind of funny, because that's over there, and we're out here, and they're over there, and we're over here, and... What I want to know is, where the fuck are we going with this? I don't think the caveman's at the beach episode either. They're probably watching us. Yeah, Hanako is probably over there, you know, with her... You know, with her outfit she's wearing a swimsuit, but she's also wearing one of your dress shirts, and it just so happens to be, you know, covering up her, her bikini bottom, so it looks like she isn't wearing anything at all. And then there's the hose thing between her breasts, and look, that man is just having a hell of a time over there, but we're fucking over here. Once again, I'm stuck here with you morons playing this game. I don't mean you, audience members. I mean the morons that I have to work with. Once again, I'm over here. saucy big-titted anime women that aren't wearing any fucking clothes are way over there, and here I am with you morons that can't keep your shit together for more than 5 seconds. God damn! It's almost like it's real life.
네, 가시되지 않는 플라즈마 장이 형성되어 있는 것 같군요.
Field of plasma invisible to our eyes. Plasma. It's also, evidently it also is a projectile barrier, because if anything's fired at it, it just doesn't care. A field of plasma. Who put a field of plasma on a beach? Well, clearly it's to stop the crabs from coming near the rich people resort. At least the ball breaking and not the wall means we're not gonna get zerged by U-Corp security and total party killed again. That would be funny, but no. See, I thought we were gonna have a really awkward. You see where that was going, right? You're all you all been children once, right? You had a fucking childhood. I thought we were gonna have that really awkward moment where we kicked it over to the rich people's side and we have to go up there and awkwardly talk to people that are way more privileged than us and ask if we can get on their roof. Maybe that would have been a good time for characters that literally aren't just Blue Archive characters to show up. You know, with their barely detailed figures. You know, like their the standard Mook caricatures, and they all just look like Blue Archive characters. We have a really awkward conversation with them, and they tell us to get out.
둥지와 뒷골목을 구분하기 위한 일종의 장치죠. 형식은 제각각이더라도 모든 둥지의 경계에는 비슷한 것들이 존재합니다.
Yes, usually it's a wall.
뻔하지. 뒷골목 사람들이 둥지로 못 기어들어오게 하려는 울타리는 어디에나 흔하게 있으니까. 그런데 말이야, 저 기술로는 흔적도 안 남게 할 수도 있었을 텐데 저런다는 건 보란 듯이 터뜨려 버려서 그것마저도 오락으로 만들려는 생각인 거지. 부자들은 즐길 놀이가 많겠어.
Yep. Yeah, guys, if you stand here, you can almost see the Twitter. You can also almost see the billionaires fighting over Twitter. I mean X, right? You almost see the billionaires fighting over fighting each other over social media over there.
기술의 구체적인 의도나 과시성에 대해서는 제 쪽에선 말할 수 있는 게 없군요.
Yeah, okay.
공 1시간이나 걸려서 찾았는데.
Oh no. Don?
다들 정신 차려. 저 공 터지는 소리 때문에 개딱지 놈들이 몰려오고 있다고.
That got their fucking attention? Well, it probably ricocheted off the fucking force field loud enough to make noise too.
너 이따가 보자.
Is Don Quixote gonna barge into... Is she gonna attempt to lance through the barrier and harass the rich people? Are we gonna have another Don Quixote moment? I really thought that this could be the activity to dramatically bring us all together. Unfortunately, the real life is not the movies or your Japanese anime. And just because you put a bunch of people together in a room and have them do something lighthearted does not mean you'll actually do any of that. It's very sad. Unfortunately, movies and books and everything are written to be interesting. And that means that they also aren't real. It's all gone to hell. Why does this keep happening? Why? Because I'm here on this side of the fence with these morons. And also, no, I know the reason, Dante. It's because we could never actually keep up with the constraints of playing any of those fucking gacha games over there. I could barely keep up with this one, but we're here now. All the other ones are back over on the other side of the fence. That's why we're here. Because goddamn, we could never keep a schedule.
이제는 익숙해질 때도 되지 않았나, 관리자 양반? 저것 때부터 빠르게 처리하자고.
Most of them are just tremendous time sinks anyway, and the girls aren't real anyway, god damn it, no matter how much money you spend.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
Also, those are different color. That's not just like some kind of... Huh. I thought that was just kind of a trick of the eye of the loading screen, but no, those are different color C's right next to each other. Huh.
머리통을 박살내주마.
The problem is, Ish isn't saying what the damn problem is, just we shouldn't be here. Yeah, the woman should write a fucking strategy guide if she really wants to prepare for this.
날 뛰어보라고.
자.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
Unfortunately, Heathcliff is right to be, kind of annoyed because Ishmael, in her trauma, is basically treating everyone like fucking idiots. Granted, we're not prepared, but she won't even tell us why because she thinks we're just not that we are just that not prepared. Also, hey, animations there. Wow, that one twists 360 degree around. Wow, interesting.
오작 터뜨려주지.
If not for the panic, she'd probably be putting together a presentation. Yeah, she'd probably be working on that PowerPoint presentation if she wasn't in the middle of, having several traumatic flashbacks, which isn't helping.
무얼 잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이랬어. 야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
Coincidentally, the crabs are all weak to the gacha unit of the event. Gee, I wonder... what a surprise.
오작 터뜨려주지.
Heathcliff is basically like, we can't prepare if you keep treating us like idiots, which makes Heath the right one here. Ish is a smart girl. However, because she's a smart girl, she thinks a little bit, she has a tendency to be judgmental. Granted, we're idiots. However, this isn't fucking helping because we're going into the situation whether anyone likes it or not. So, unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to establish that fact first, right? We're so totally going into the situation whether anyone likes it or not, so she better actually prepare.
다들 땅고기 외식이나 할까요?
Wetsuit-ish, eating things. I guess we can call this Snake Eater-ish. Yeah, right, What a thrill, eats a crab. The darkness is silence through the night! Sitting there munching crab. Yep, looks like borrowed units count for bonus scrap. Neat, which is good, because that's how it kind of worked the last time. And so this is moving relatively quickly. I don't know how long the story is, but... See, here's the thing about this. I want more story content, and I never really want it to end. Granted, the mirror dungeons are also... All the other things we have that aren't story content are interesting, but the story is just so nice you could just sit here for hours with it. The beach volleyball plan completely backfired, and everyone has a scowl on their face as they fight off the trash crabs. I have to do something about this. What will I do? I really don't see how people still say Ish doesn't look sexy in this ID. Yeah, you see, that's somewhat disingenuous, I think, because clearly, yeah, sure, they're clearly like hiding her form, but you can so totally see that outfit makes her breasts look massive. But obviously, they don't really want to be, the gacha game selling sex. Because it seems like they're very determined to have a good presentation and keep things above the belt. Which is commendable for, not just whoring out like all of the other terrible, like $5, Asian gacha games that are really just awful. Granted, we have good ones, like, say, whatchamacallit, all the other, there are good gacha games and then there are bad ones, but the problem is that most people look at the bad ones and they really just don't really comprehend them as games. They're kind of just adware. Oh, right, I have to select it again. Speaking of Metal Gear, have you decided on which version of Metal Gear 1 you are doing? The OG version, because I have the discs right next to me. Right,
작전
so...
호출. 입감.
Right, this interface still confuses me. So I have the discs right next to me. I'm gonna boot up the PS2 and we're gonna go fucking play that next week. As I attempt to actually keep on track with the schedule
작전
here.
호출. 입감.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Ooh, purple.
카론, 기다리는 거 못해.
But I can understand them being
기다려줄게.
very selective with their sex appeal. However, they give Honglu all of the stupid fucking memes, but because it's Honglu, it's a guy, it's comedic. There's an element of comedy to it rather than just sex appeal and fawning over a pretty boy. Even though there most likely are a shit ton of Fujo shits on the dev team. That is highly likely. But everybody knew the beach episode was going to be a fucking joke, so I don't understand why people would be angry about that.
야호, 이기는 편, 우리 편.
We can have a little sauce, though. Just a little, because honestly, I feel like it's honestly doing their female characters a bit of a disservice to have them looking so mannish half the time, right?
씹는 맛이 있는데?
Granted, we all look presentable, wearing suits and,
이기는 편, 우리 편.
suits and coats and suit pants and, well, everyone but Don Quixote is wearing nice shoes, but you get what I mean, right? But we're also doing the female characters a little bit of a disservice not to have really any figure at all most of the fucking time.
부드럽게.
Like, Isha's default art makes her look like she has the figure of an adolescent fucking boy. Granted, that's for most of them too, but I think honestly, fuck, Don Quixote looks more womanly than Ish most of the time. The only thing that throws you off is her hair. And then there's Ryoshu, who, well, because I've seen multiple characters, with bob cuts that, have, slim aerodynamic frames and no tits. Magical Girl Noir Quest. So I'm not really, that doesn't look too off to me, but however, yeah, guys, we can kind of branch out a bit here.
야호, 이기는 편, 우리 편.
Since when has Moon done scantily clad women in any of their games, though? This is entirely true as well. They do hags. Like Otis. They do hags. There are some cute anime girl faces, but they do best as hags. Like that nice girl we met in Chapter 1 that's dead now. No, what a shame. Your average horn dog thinks only less clothing makes a character sexy, but covering up can be plenty sexy too. This is entirely true as well. However, frankly, I think it's down to, like, silhouette and figure. And I think, honestly, yeah, they could probably do with kind of sprucing up some of these fucking characters a bit here, because, yeah, all of the women look like they have the figures of 13-year-old boys. Granted, with Sinclair and Don Quixote looking like almost fucking twins, that's not really surprising there, but everyone else but fucking Rodion looks, Jesus Christ, like a 13-year-old boy. There's also a cute anime girl who who goes Madoka and murders everyone, as is usual. Hey, Ish! Hey. Seething. Can we talk, at least for a bit? I called over to Ishmael once the battle was over. Yeah, we need to sit here and have a talk about this whale. Maybe I can maybe if you told me more about this whale, I can alleviate some of your concerns, or help us prepare properly for battle with the whale. forgetting Greg. He doesn't look like a boy. Same with Moore. That's the thing. They, like, Gregor and Mersault are actually pretty good masculine figures. Just, they have the... Greg's got the fucking, like, swagger and, like, 5 o'clock shadow that makes him, like, look attractive, and then Mersault's fucking built. Hong Lu is a fucking pretty boy. So, actually, funny enough, the male characters have a pretty good, like, distribution of, like, stereotypical body types and, like, figures, right? The women don't. So if anything, I think we're going a little bit too hard in, in the other direction. That might be my, like, perception as a guy being able to notice when women are out of place, I guess. But I'm looking at the memes here for our male cast, and they're mostly, they're very varied with how they're presented. I guess, but I guess looking at it again, it's mostly hair and face, too. Granted, again, Mersault's built, but typically, as we look at Ishmael's like the biggest example of this. The most glaring or, like, distinct thing about all of the character designs is their face and hair. Ishmael being the loudest fucking example in the entire group, with Jesus Christ, that fucking fiery mane. So, that might be a flaw of their art team, I suppose, or their art direction, where their bodies are kind of generic. Like, look at my, Dante's figure compared with Ishmael's. Like, if you remove the hair, I can't really tell what's what. I can't tell gender here. Obviously, with Dante, it's supposed to be kind of androgynous. I think that's kind of a conscious design choice. But Ishmael is probably the worst off here, because you can kind of see maybe the beginnings of maybe a breast line there, but really not at all. The only thing that tells you this is a woman is, well, I suppose shoulders. A little bit there, but then the hair, the face and the hair. So maybe they just have a little bit of a problem with their female characters. Maybe they're trying too hard not to make, titty monsters, or not trying not to like fall into like making overly sexualized women. Which, no, shut up and draw good-looking women. But I think they might be trying too hard. Because again, you look over at the guys, and I think the women are perfectly entertained with the amount of men that are being presented to them. We've got Sinclair, your teenage anime protagonist. You've got Hong Lu, the pretty boy, honestly, the prettiest boy that ever prettied boy. Mersault, fucking, he's like 6'9" and totally fucking jacked. He looks like he was carved straight out of Mount Rushmore. And then there's Greg, who's got the downtrodden 5 o'clock shadow look to him. That manly stubble. The women aren't as varied, actually, honestly, all things considered. Mur is shaped like a fridge. Reverse traps exist, just maybe, Ish is a dude. Yeah, I don't think Ish has a dick, though. You're free to write that fanfiction if you want, though. I'm not judging, but I don't think that's what's going on. Wasn't one of the artists a former radical feminist? Might be some of that lingering around. I mean, possibly that's true. I've never actually heard of that at all, but at this point, they're making the women look fucking bland, I think. They have no problem doing it to the men, though, because they're all kind of like caricatures that are all over the fucking place. But they're well designed and they're visually pleasing, as far as guys go. So they all feel like they're kind of stereotypes, but the women are all bland, honestly, aside from face and hair. That's really the only distinct thing about them. And then you have Rodion, who has who's basically just as tall as Mersault and has that just kind of broad shoulders, kind of butch look to her, which is fine, and that's distinct. That's distinct. All of the other women in the cast kind of don't do anything that distinct. Ish's whole distinction is the hair, which is kind of ridiculous, honestly, if I have to really seriously look at it. But anyway, getting sidetracked. But let's get back to the story here rather than rambling about the women here. But my point is, I think they're trying too hard to keep the women somewhat presentable, to the point where they're just giving them all the figures of adolescent boys. Which, no. That's stupid in the other direction, if I have to really be sensible about it. The hair in a ponytail makes it look better. I agree. Wetsuit Ish does actually look very good with her hair up like that. And again, yeah, with more body figure showing. Do we need, do we need Ish with massive tits? No, that's not what I'm saying, but it definitely helps establish a, a pleasing female character. Because you've done it to the men, why aren't you doing it to the women? Oh, because we don't want to sell sex. Why aren't all the men bland? Huh? Why aren't the men all sharing the same fucking body type with the only distinction being their hair? Huh? This is where you could start to, sit there and throw tomatoes at the artist for thinking things that aren't really all that good. So you could draw some criticisms with the art itself, and that's probably one of them. But again, back to the fucking story, because I point all of this out, and I might say like I'm complaining, but I do like this game. However, there are some things that if you wanted to find things wrong, you could find things wrong. Because the artists like drawing men, I guess. Yeah, you see, there's kind of an innate bias then, isn't it? But if you have an innate bias, then saying that you're drawing bland women isn't really a defense, is it? I'm gonna go, you would point out that this game is, being made by Fujo shits that are fantasizing about men and want all the men to kiss. They want boys kissing and they have to draw females, so they're like, nah, well, I don't want to make sluts, so yeah, here's one that looks like a, here's some interesting things where her hair, like Ish's hair, and then we're just gonna, again, give them the body types of adolescent, 13-year-old boys. Yeah, that looks alright to me, but back to the men. Double standards. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It is double standards, and people should learn to stop being so fucking stupid. Right, I've never done anything like this before. I don't even know if this is the right thing to do, or what kind of results this conversation is going to yield, but we have to talk to her about the fucking whale, and things are not getting any better on their own, manager. I can't just sit here and watch.
네, 그러시던가요.
It looks to me that you've been preoccupied with something ever since we got here. You're not really participating in group activities and things like that. Holy shit, I actually do sound like a manager. Wow, when did I become such a square? HR has reached out to me and they've told me that you're not participating in the employee state, mandated, bond fostering stuff. What's up with that?
당연하죠. 중요한 건 따로 있는데 여기서 정신 놓고 희희낙낙하고 있으니까요.
Well, Ish, you haven't actually articulated what the whale is. Something more important? Is this about the Great Lake?
네.
That we, in our current state, shouldn't go there?
네.
Right, so why do you think that we don't have a chance against whatever is there? The obvious fucking questions.
말씀드렸잖아요. 아직 준비가 안 됐으니까.
That's not a fucking answer.
적어도 반년은 호수와 그것들에게 익숙해질 필요가 있다고요. 아니면 그에 상응하는 경험을 더 쌓는다던가요. 관리자님도 마찬가지예요. 적어도 자신의 몸을 지킬 정도는. 관리자님의 단련이라면 제가 도울 수 있어요. 그리고 오티스 씨도 분명 관리자님을 돕는 것에는 협조하겠죠.
Okay, so we're starting to be a little bit more helpful here, but again, we're not really... What dangers? Explain!
그럴 만한 상황이 온다면.
Wait, don't make this about me. Half a year, Ishmael? We just don't have that much time to spare.
허비? 허비라고 생각하시나요? 지금 저희가 하고 있는 짓들이 더 허비 같은데요?
I mean, yes. Because if we're screwed anyway, we might as well be sane as we walk into this fucking disaster.
그리고 놀고 있자고 말씀드린 게 아니잖아요. 그저 행선지를 잠시 다른 곳으로 돌렸다가 돌아오면 되는 건데요?
I think you're trying to avoid the horrors of your own chapter because you've seen everybody else's chapters. You see how they become the focus and everything's just terrible. I think you're just trying to deflect away from the fact that it's your fucking turn.
그건 불가능합니다. 모든 구획의 황금가지를 파악한 것도 아닐 뿐더러 비포팀의 사전 답사가 준비된 것도 아니니까요.
핑계는
Ish, you're providing excuses.
다른 잘난 이유가 있다는 것쯤은 오래전부터 알고 있었어요.
I mean, everybody knew that.
그리고 뭐가 됐든 이번엔 그 생각이 틀렸다는 걸 뼈저리게 느끼시게 될 테죠.
그럴지도요.
개판이네 정말. 그러면 적어도 상세한 항해 계획과 전투 방향을
듣자 하니까.
Well, actually, she's actually getting to examples of what the fuck we should be doing here. We're getting there slowly. Just when I thought our discussion was reaching a stalemate, Heathcliff butted in.
당신은 또 뭔데요?
닥쳐. 지금 너 혼자 개고생해? 여태껏 다 쳐 뒤져가면서 굴러왔잖아. 여기 있는 놈들 전부.
Yes, but now it's my turn for my backstory, and I don't wanna.
이번에도 결국 어떻게든 될 거라고.
Wow. Wow, that's enough. Wow, Heathcliff with the inspiring anime. It'll work out. Wow.
그러니까 대호수 위에서는 그런 방법은 통하지 않는다고요. 관리자님이 수정당해도 끝이고 그것에게 우리가 먹혀서 더는 시간을 되돌리지 못할 수도 있다고요.
She doesn't know. You would think that the sinners actually see what happens, but she doesn't know. Ish, we literally go to hell and knock on Satan's door to get you back. You're fine.
알아듣겠어요?
Can a clock
지금까지의
drown? I can do
상식으로
a lot of
움직이다간
fucking things that's
진짜
not
우리는
human.
끝장날 수도 있다고요. 그러면 그 새끼도 못 죽일 테고.
Ah, yes, your revenge quest. Yes, let us see. Please go on.
좋아. 네 말이 맞다고 쳐. 이대로 가면 우린 다 돼지고 나도 아니 돌아갈 수 없게 될 거라고 치자고.
Yeah, you've also got baggage too, sir. We'll get to your book.
그래서 잠깐이라도 놀면 뭐가 좀 덧나냐? 그 망할 고래 새끼들이 더 세져?
What, are those whales working out for something? What are they doing out there, Ish? Where are they going? Are they going to the fucking gym? Are they getting ripped out there? No.
분위기를 계속 조져놨으면 같이 어울리는 척이라도 해야 될 거 아니야? 상식적으로.
Yes, but he's not letting it drag him down, unlike Ish. Well, you see, here's the fucking thing about that one. But Heath is actually letting that shit drag him down. He's just channeling it into beating people senseless with a bat. He's being productive with his concerns, angers, and quest for revenge or something. Whatever it is Heathcliff is doing over there. He's being productive. And I can understand that, even though he's kind of an asshole. He's channeling his anger and rage into being kind of, sort of. He still goes off the handle and makes things worse. But he's at least trying. He's not falling into a fucking shadow and wilting like a flower, unlike someone we have here.
제법 웃기네요. 히스클리프 씨?
Heath is talking sense. What timeline is this? This game has a wonderful a wonderful habit of contorting these characters to make them do things that, well, you'd be surprised at, kind of like Yi saying back there. But character development, wow.
당신이 뭘 안다고 상식 운우네요. 고래를 만나본 적은 있어요? 데오스에 가본 적이나 있고?
Well,
뭘 답지 않게 이제 와서 아는 척이죠?
well, Ish, what good is being a know-it-all if you're not gonna fucking explain any of it? Because, you know, you apparently know it all, but you're not actually elaborating what the fuck the whale is!
배 위의 생활에 대해서는 알기나 해요. 알 리가 없죠. 팔자 좋게 자기 연인인지 뭔지 모를 이름이나 중얼대고 버스에 기대 졸다가 참나면 성질이나 바락바락 내는 댁은.
I think I hear the bat sailing through the air. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea.
그만해라.
물 아래에서 기어오는 것과 하늘 위에서 떨어지는 것, 그 모든 것들을 죽여야 하고, 산성 태풍, 참치 쓰나미, 뇌압 폭풍 같은 이름도 다 떠올리기 힘든 수많은 종류의 호수 재해들과
Tuna tsunamis. Ish, are you telling me there's fucking Sharknadoes out there? Ish, are there fucking Sharknadoes out there? Ish, are there fucking Sharknadoes out there? Is that actually real? See, this is the kind of shit you need to tell us.
그 폭풍 때문에 발생하는 산만한 크기의 파도, 그게 지나가면 또다시 나타나는 개같은 괴물들. 등을 맡긴 동료는 잠시 한눈판 사이에 죽어있고, 하나같이 미쳐 돌아가는 사람들로 바뀌어가는 그 지옥 같은 호수에 대한 모든 일들은.
Wow, Ocean, you do be scary.
당신 같은 얼빠진 사랑놀이 중인 반푼이는 100번 더 죽어도 모를 일일 테니까.
Now, is Heathcliff going to be Heathcliff? Or is Heathcliff going to have a moment here? Something tells me Heath is just going to go back to being Heath, and I think we already had that moment 5 seconds ago.
그만하라고 했지!
Ding! Yeah, there's the bat. Before anyone could step in, Heathcliff swung wildly at Ishmael. Yep, right through the fucking scalp.
너 따위가 뭘 한다고 함부로 짓거려!
Yep,
이보게들.
Yeah, Sang, it's good that you're getting used to stepping in and actually doing something, but unfortunately, yeah, I think this is just gonna solve itself. The tussle was such a blitz that no one could even attempt to intervene. Yi-Sang almost looked pitiful as he stood there bewildered. Yeah, well, Yi-Sang, welcome to the caring about the people around you party. It's a very interesting time we have here. Just because we care doesn't mean we can actually do anything, though. So, it's rather sad, yes. For a moment, it appeared as though Heathcliff had the upper hand as his fist struck Ishmael right in her jaw. Oh, and now they're just punching each other. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna let them sort this shit out. Just as Ishmael appeared to throw a punch, she kicked Heathcliff's leg, throwing him to the ground. In the blink of an eye, Ishmael took up her mace. Animate. She raised the mace high, as though she could strike down at any moment. Her arm trembles with uncontrollable fury.
그래, 머리통을 내려치려고 내가 전에 했던 것처럼 죽여. 상관없어. 어차피 살아날 테니까. 나하고 다를 거라 생각한 내가 바보지.
Ah! Boy, howdy! A moment of self-reflection.
역시 다들 똑같네.
Man, that's Ish, you having an Oscar moment there? Because that's what that looks like over there. Ah. Heath is absolutely growing. Yeah, it's almost like Heathcliff is actually having development, watching all the other fucking morons fuck around and saying, hey, stop doing that. Stop doing that. I wasn't sure what caused her sudden change of heart, but it was a relief of sorts, at least. She looked at Heathcliff with her eyes wide open and dropped the mace to the ground. I think he unintentionally said something that probably triggered a flashback. This seems like that kind of moment.
이런 불상사를 다시 보고 싶지는 않았소만 결국 벗들과의 다툼은 피할 수가 없는 일인가.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do our best to stop it, but sadly, yeah. There goes Yisang back into his ball there. It was nice having developed Yisang actually do something.
쟤네 보니까 우리 옛날 생각나지 않아? 저렇게 치고받고 싸울 때가 있었는데.
When the fuck did you guys get here?
누님, 쉿.
단테, 첫 임무로부터 큰 분란이 발생한 적은 없었기에 이야기하지는 않았지만 수감자들의 업무 불안은 관리 실패로 간주되어 추후 귀책 사유를 물을 수 있습니다.
Oh, great, now it's my problem. I kinda knew it was my problem already, but alright, fine, now it's officially my problem. What the hell was I supposed to do about this? You're supposed to sit them down into a fucking corner and actually have them talk about their feelings. Was what I wanted to say, but I managed to hold back my metaphorical tongue.
이것이 어떻게 관리자님의 책임이지? 저 머저리들이 멋대로 싸웠을 뿐이지 않나?
Yes, well, we're supposed to train them like animals better, Otis. Clearly.
그러한 일을 벌어지지 않게 하는 것이 관리라는 직무죠.
Yes! Unfortunately, I have to treat them all like morons and keep them separated.
이놈.
However, unfortunately, I'm manager in title because no one else wants to deal with any of this nonsense. Not exactly a sterling, corporation we have here, right?
그만해요, 여러분.
맞소. 이런 상황은 영웅적인 우리 림버스 컴퍼니와는 어울리지 않소.
We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna keep on walking. Sinclair's hesitance, Don Quixote's attempts to defuse, Faust's impassive voice, and Otis's increasingly rising voice in my defense. All of that combined was starting to get incredibly irritating. Stop! Guys, enough! I had no other recourse left at this moment. Ishmael, Heathcliff.
뭐?
Cease your lollygagging! The two of you, stop working together for a while. Distance yourselves. At least I can until I can think of a way to deal with you two.
나라고 저 면상을 굳이 찾아보고 싶진 않아.
Thus, the mood fell into a pit as depressing as this mudflat. Unsurprising.
자, 이제 견적도 나왔으니까 슬슬 폐품을 모으러 가셔도 될 것 같네요.
Back to work! We spent the next few days collecting scraps with the rest of the sinners. What a fun charitable bunch we have here.
가장 순수한 세상으로.
Time to collect scrap. ... Yeah, that's about it. Alright, more gambling. Time to gacha. Nothing! Absolutely nothing! What a surprise. Man, these drop rates suck. I feel like I got all my streamer luck out in the beginning and now I'm just getting terrible luck. The situation's bleaker than the color of this mudflat, but we have to keep collecting more scrap. Yep, back to work.
싱싱한 풀이 보이네.
Yes, we live. Unfortunately, we live and work with a bunch of violent morons. What a shame.
하룬, 기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
표적
자,
야호. 이기는
교전
편,
시작합니다.
우리 편.
Unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to wait until we actually get a boss battle for me to actually test out Ish's tanking abilities, because I'm not quite sure how it works.
너무 쉽잖아.
I'm glad to have the added mechanics, but I'm not quite sure how it
이기는 편,
works.
우리
교전
편.
시작합니다.
불타올랐군요.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
내 피가 배고파했어. 잘 됐다.
I mean, hang on here.
그치?
Now, what if?
머리통을 박살내주마.
Wow, she actually got away with that. Literally no one did anything.
아이고.
그래서 카론이 안전벨트
Okay, so
잘하라고
no one
했잖아.
did anything. They're still not actually directing at it. That's going to be interesting. Then again, of course, attack weight means that they all have AoE attacks, so that's somewhat unsurprising. But the single attacks aren't even going toward. So how the fuck does that actually work?
교전 시작합니다.
I want to check the patch notes, possibly, because it doesn't seem to be working the way I would
뭘
expect it to work.
잘못했는지 아는 것부터가
So that's gonna take some doing. And also, I do appreciate the slight change in color saturation with all of the abilities. It does look much more pleasing to the eye. Also, very large boss.
머리통을 박살내주마.
Well, there goes the ammo. So big I can't actually see his health bar. Well, it's gone now. And there it goes.
근육이 신나서 날뛰는 건
We did a
더
thing.
해치울 것.
Okay, it's very nice they're actually getting rewards basically every single thing now. It's good. Effectively, we could probably get more, but effectively every single encounter we get more. Right. Troubled waters. Yeah, I'd say so. We continued to collect scrap for a few more days. I decided to watch as the sinners got to work, wondering what I could do about Ishmael and Heathcliff. Well, Heathcliff needs is needed a talking to since the fucking get-go here, and Ish could be a little less of a fucking know-it-all. The days were as suffocating for them as it was for me. Well, save for Otis, maybe.
어이, 그렇게 연결하면 흡기 쪽에 문제가 생기잖아.
그러면 어떻게 해요? 라인이 3개나 나뉘는데.
답답하군. 직접 시범을 보이지. 이런 건 내가 공병대들과 작전을 지휘했을 때에 비하면
Otis actually being helpful. I can hear the artists already. I can hear them scribbling into their clip studio clients. I can see it. I can see the Otis art where she's grease smeared and not wearing anything but overalls and has a wrench. Yeah, maybe a bit of sweat in there. Yep. I'm seeing. Yep, there's somebody out there doing that. Somewhere. I don't know where he is, but I can feel it. It's out there. God bless whoever that is. Otis, who appeared to be rather knowledgeable in engineering, continued to support Moeller Boatworks bus modifications.
타우스트 양, 혹여 수감자들의 신상 명세서에 기호품이나 취향에 대한 기록은 없소.
그런 것까지 작성해두지는 않습니다. 이상 씨, 벌써 몇 번이나 말씀드렸지만 지금의 조치는 관리자님의 판단을 우선하는 것이 올바른 수감자를.
You kind of need to. The manager doesn't really know anything, so that's kind of unhelpful.
에헤이, 싸운 거 풀 때는 술만 한 게 없다니까. 어디 내 비장의 술이라도 내줘?
Ah, yes, alcohol. Worth a try.
설마 지난번부터 계속 말한 킹크랩계 뇌수 담금주요?
그건 나도 좀 땡기는데.
Brain wine.
아니요. 내가 직접 물어보겠네. 마음은 고맙네.
Wow, you saying actually trying to be helpful here.
안 될 것 같은데.
This is actually very nice to see. Yisang was trying to come up with various ways to bring Heathcliff and Ishmael's feud to a close. As we have seen with, Sang's previous friend group kind of imploding, this makes sense for him to want to care about the new one, right?
분.
Ryoshu, what are you doing? Why do you still have those hats?
아니, 여기서는 다 분이 맞다.
Okay, Mersault and Ryoshu are making up acronyms. Nice apron there. Why do they still have those hats? Where do they keep them?
그래. 숨이 아직 붙어 있을 때 그렇게 해보는 것도 새로운 예술을 추구하는 방향이겠군.
Jesus Christ, Ryoshu. I mean, I know you're fascinated with art and originality here, but please stop using these pretentious terms.
고통을 더 가하기 위한 제안은 아니었으며 그저 조리하기에 알맞은 방향을 말한 것뿐이다.
Yes, actually learning to fucking cook. That was his intent. Actually learning to cook. You could learn to cook.
저희 언제 저녁 먹을 수 있어요? 벌써 그 대화만 30분째예요.
레인, 나 죽어. 배에서 크랩개들 울음소리가 나.
누님, 정신 차리셔야 합니다.
Yep, just average, everyday things in the city. Alcohol, hard work, food shortages. All that work and absolutely no goddamn money. It seemed that Ryoshu and Mersault were trying to come up with a way to make trash crabs more palatable. Not that I had any taste buds or a mouth, but it was starting to resemble actual food, at least in its presentation. Yeah, it's probably Mersault's fault. But Mersault's probably the ingenuity behind this. Ryoshu just wants to wave a knife around. That's probably what's going on here. Mersault's making all the plans in the kitchen, and Ryoshu just wants to wave a knife around.
꼬맹이들, 그리로 튄다. 꼬맹이! 아니요. 자, 싱클레어군, 마무리를 부탁함세.
그레고르 씨, 저는 왼쪽 다리 할게요.
알았다고. 으차.
Most other sitters were busying themselves with hunting trash crabs and collecting scrap. They say that practice makes perfect, and everyone was already performing rather well coordinated attacks even without my input. As for Heathcliff,
와, 그레고르 씨, 불쇼라도 보여주시는 건가요?
Heathcliff? Fuck Heathcliff! It's Hong Lu time, says the story. That's what it looks like at night, huh? Interesting.
시. 좀 더 화려하게 휘감더라.
Nah, clearly what we need to do is we need to put accelerant on those flames.
아니, 저건 그냥 타는 거잖아요.
빼내었다. 이미 음식의 기능은 상실한 것 같지만.
Yeah, it's black.
나 주시오. 아직 다리를 3개밖에 먹지 못하였어.
Don actually enjoys the crab. Shockingly.
히스클리프군.
Heathcliff?
뭐야 그게 저기 길잡이 그 인간이랑 면담하고 왔어. 이제 괜찮아.
He didn't threaten you, did he? He probably did, but
면담 맞지?
아무튼 말썽은 안 일으키도록 하겠어. 그것뿐이야.
well, it was either Vergilius threatened him or Vergilius reminded him that, you know, if you just shut up and actually do your job, we're gonna actually grant literal wishes. So you're gonna get whatever the fuck you want at the end of this if you just shut up and do your goddamn job.
그러니까 나도 하나만.
I don't know if Vergilius really had just a talk with Heathcliff, but I'm glad that, unlike most other times, he was here to at least get Heathcliff to calm down. Well, he did it for Dawn, and now Dawn's in order here. But Ishmael...
잠깐 괜찮겠습니까? 뭐 오가는 대화가 아니라 일방적인 얘기겠지만.
Yeah, so what are you telling me now?
이미 대충 전달받았겠습니다만 두 문제아들에 대한 면담을 진행했었습니다. 보았던 것처럼 히스클리프에게는 교육을 진행해 효과를 보았지만
Oh dear.
이스마엘은 해결되진 않았습니다. 정확히는 해결할 이유가 없다고 할까?
Well, all things considered, considering how the Golden Bow acts, her being in a sort of unstable mental state kind of helps the whole affair in a really fucked up sort of way.
무슨 뜻인지 묻고 있겠군. 설마 설명까지 덧붙이는 친절을 바라는 건 아니겠죠. 조만간 직접 깨닫는 날이 올 겁니다. 애초에 이런 애들 뒷바라지나 해주는 듯한 일은 제 소관이 아니니까 말입니다.
Yeah, everyone keeps...
관리자한테.
Yeah, everyone keeps referring to my title here like I'm supposed to be doing something, but really it's just down to you people not wanting to deal with half of these fucking problems. So I'm the guy you dump shit on. I know you're putting in extra work, and I appreciate it. Oh.
앞으로는 제가 나서는 일은 없었으면 합니다.
Yeah, he totally can't hear us, though.
제가 먼저 둘 사이에 면담을 한 것은 최근 업무 성과가 나쁘지 않았던 것에 대한 작은 성의라구나 생각해 두시죠.
Well, I do try.
그럼 저는 그 어금니 사무소 해결사들과 얘기할 것이 남아서.
Like that, Ishmael was left alone, with little progress to speak of. According to the people from the boatwork, she apparently snuck out alone late at night to make various preparations. Even when I visited her, when I found her hanging about and called over to her. Yeah, absolutely nothing. She didn't respond to me at all. She wasn't ignoring me. Rather, she seemed too deeply fixated on what she was doing. What should I do about her? No? What was I supposed to do then? Well, try to figure out exactly what the fuck she's doing and see if it's helpful. While a clear answer still eluded me, Mephistopheles Mesemir, that we're mixing French in here now, was entering its final stages. What, are we gonna start throwing fixes on it? We're gonna call it M now. We're the Russians. We're gonna affix a Biz Taz. Maybe Kai. Mephistopheles Kai. The last scrap. I cannot actually enter because I need more fucking scrap. Well, I guess we're going back to play the other missions now. But, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's also midnight, so I've actually got to get to bed and actually try and fix my sleeping schedule, so I suppose we're gonna stop here for this evening. However, I'm gonna be here to finish the event, obviously. I'm gonna finish it really quickly, and it does look like they have actually made this far fucking easier than the chicken mine, so something tells me we're not gonna have to take terribly long to do this. So we have to put up with Cranky Ish in this chapter too. Well, it makes sense because, well, we're not going to terribly nice places according to Ish's, just ramblings about the ocean. But, okay, that's it for tonight, folks. I have been your host, Phontomen, and I will see you next time. Good night and enjoy the rest of your evening. And now I'm actually going to go to bed and stop, fucking around with planes for God knows how many hours. Good night.